WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, March 9th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with some scattered thunderstorms and a high of around 80. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap LSU Baseball's weekend series against Sacramento State. We'll talk Saints, NFL free agency. Then in our 9 o'clock hour, we'll have weekend winners at 9 a.m. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yours threw me off.
Mine?
Or was it you?
Yeah, I was kind of quick.
Yeah.
It was very quick. It
I
was
didn't
not
let-
a waterfall.
Did not let Jake's
No, it was not a waterfall.
Didn't give it time to breathe.
It's all right.
I
It's
tried
all right.
to hold it out again.
I was excited.
It's all right. Hello.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Good
What's
morning.
up? How we doing? How we living?
Happy Monday. Maybe not so happy Monday. I don't know.
Feel like I lost an hour of time. Can't get that back. Anywho's.
Lost some games.
Well, it happened Saturday or Sunday night.
Ugh.
So it wasn't last night that you lost the hour.
Well, I lost
So you
it.
should be fully rested.
No, that's, you know what? That ain't true. Still dark out. Anyways.
It was a weekend full of losing things, including an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't. I completely forgot about it.
I didn't.
I was like, man, why are my kids sleeping so late today? Which they don't sleep late. They slept till like 8. And I was like, man, this is weird for them.
Are they sick?
Are they
What's going on
sick?
here?
I need to get the thermometer out. Nope. Then I realized, and I went to the kitchen, and I looked at the oven, and the clock was wrong.
Gotcha.
So that's how I figured it out.
Got you.
And I remember you actually told us that. You broke news to me last week that it was coming.
I did.
Then I texted Lacey. She was on a little girl's trip, and I was like, hey, time's changed. She was like, really? Nobody knew. Nobody knew. They didn't prep us.
Nobody knew. That's okay. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tate, all here with you on this Monday morning, an hour forward. Monday
What?
morning, an hour forward. Spring forward.
Oh, yeah. Sprung.
Yeah, that happened. Not a great weekend sports-wise. Let's do this because I know the next segment's going to be a lot about losing, a lot of L's for the Tigers and a lot of sports.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about maybe some good things before
Positive?
we do that. Like one positive thing from the weekend.
Wow, I had a fantastic weekend.
Okay.
I mean, besides like watching and reading and hearing about LSU athletics this weekend, we had a fantastic week. It was a weekend full of just hanging out with the kids. A lot of playing outside until the rains came. We did a lot of outside stuff though. Suzette, my second born, she decided late. She's a late ad Friday. We're gonna join the softball team.
Yes.
So
On Friday.
Love that.
First game Saturday morning,
With
11:30.
Lacey out of town.
Lacey out of town,
That's
right?
awesome.
Cool.
So first game Saturday morning, 11:30. 3 for 3. Not a big deal.
No big deal.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Where they got her in the field.
I mean, granted, if you hit the ball, you get on base.
Right. What is this?
Pretty much.
Sounds
T-ball?
like 3 hits.
No,
Or
it's
coach
coach's
pitch.
pitch.
Okay.
It's coach pitch. But like if you hit it like with any thump, there's not many completed throws out there.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you hit it to the left side of the
A lot
field,
of
you're getting
errors.
a lot of errors.
Yeah.
If you hit it to the pitcher or the right side of the field, you got a chance of getting out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pull it, you're a pull hitter,
Yeah.
which
Me.
apparently she is.
Yeah.
Third time swinging
That's
a bat.
power. She got power in her bat.
But she Killed it. Crushed it. Had a great time.
This makes
She's
me
on
so happy.
the Ruby Rockets.
That's a great name.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Red.
No.
Nope. Ruby.
Ruby
Rockets.
Rockets. I know I had to think about it every time. I was like, let's go Ruby Rockets.
All right.
So we're crushing it.
All right, good.
Let's see. Okay, that's the first baseball game. Good. It's good. All good, man. A lot of playing outside.
Yeah.
A lot of outside time.
Yeah, we got outside Saturday. Saturday was fun. Baseball games. Sunday, not as much.
Yeah.
You know, drove to Zachary. Had to be there for 8. So left the house at like 7:15. As soon as we pull into the Zachary parking lot, because I don't live close to Zachary. I live like as far away as you possibly can.
Sure.
And they say game's going to be pushed back till 11. So in the parking lot at 8, game's going to be, okay, well, 2 hours. Got to find something to do. There's a Waffle House in Zachary. We'll go hang out. About to make that move. And then at 8:30, they're like, no, actually, everything's canceled. So.
Sounds exhausting.
We're in the car for a while. No baseball.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm really good with our Healing Place League. Got a practice. Got a game. That's about it. Same place every week.
Memphis was in Port Allen. Hudson was in Zachary. Yeah, so divide and conquer this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alondra, weekend?
So Friday I dropped the puck at the Zydeco
that's right.
Oh,
game.
it's right.
Before Marler.
Before
they brought the stars
Marler.
in first.
Right. They had
Yeah.
me and Brittany do it, warm the crowd up before
right.
they had Chris do it.
Yep.
I heard he got booed when he was out there. So
Obviously.
I got a bunch of woos. I don't know.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. This pollen is trying to take me out, but I'm not letting it. So if you see me wiping tears over here, I'm not crying because of
Okay.
baseball. It's just like this eye won't stop watering.
I got you. I got
I
you.
It's a
feel
mental
like
thing.
a
You
toy
can beat
poodle.
it.
Oh, absolutely.
You can beat anything.
Yeah, I can.
Power of the mind.
Yeah, that's why pollen ain't got nothing on me.
There you go. There you go.
How tiny pollen is. How
Yeah.
kidding me?
Also,
Little
if
bitty
y'all
old
remember,
pollen. Little bitty old
Tay, Matt got back on his shout hill, like he's dying on the hill
Oh,
of
yeah.
shout bean. And because, Cassie was going to a wedding on Friday, she texted us, no shout was played at the wedding on Friday.
She said within the first hour.
I think she would have texted us and said, hey,
Yeah,
shout.
hey, it
You
got
flipped me on
played.
Friday though.
I flipped you.
You did.
How'd I flip?
I was with these two. Well, it was actually something Musso brought up.
Yep.
I had just walked into the building and Flynn was fired up about it. Told me it was a debate, and Musso pointed out top 5 wedding movie of all time, Wedding Crashers.
But it's a
opening
remix.
montage.
It's a remix
Shout.
of shout.
It's shout though.
I did bring
gotta
that
give
argument
Matt-
up on air last week on Friday, and they had nothing.
I got
They
to
had
I'll
this
give it to you.
remix BS argument they had.
it's
I don't
shout.
know.
Terrible.
She said in the first hour, and yeah, that's not a first hour
And guess
song.
what?
It's a
Yeah was
closer.
played.
Yeah.
No, it's not a closer.
Definitely not a closer. Middle reliever at best.
It's not the final song. It's like the peak. It's like when a movie peaks, it builds up, boom, and then you got then it closes out afterwards. It's the peak. We don't need to get back into it because
No, we don't. No, we don't. We definitely don't.
No.
Taylor, how was the weekend?
It was good. I didn't have to good canceled baseball games or fight any pollen. But guys, I feel like I could. I'm a delivery room nurse now. I learned so much about babies on Saturday.
Good for you.
We got there at Women's Hospital at like 8:30.
Yep.
Wasn't done till 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
I mean, we had a full on.
sounds terrible.
That's a biggie.
Oh yeah.
What did you go for?
That's a full day of school.
Learn about babies.
If I knew the name of it, I would tell you. Think of it
Lamaze?
like a learning. No, because we didn't have to take
It's like
any
breathing.
classes. Think of no, we didn't do any of that.
Okay.
Um,
What they do in the movies?
kind of like a baby
Did
seminar
they give
thing.
y'all fake
Tell me-
babies?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tell
I had
me
to put
one
on
thing.
a pregnancy belly though.
Tell
You
me
can do
one
that.
thing you know about babies now that you didn't on Friday.
Every baby is different, Matt.
Oh.
and
You didn't know
unique.
that?
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
Not all of them are the same. There's no playbook for this thing.
Could have asked me
Okay.
that on Friday. I'd have told you that.
Lot of brochures, big brochure people over there.
Okay.
They said take our brochure, scan our QR code, you can learn even more. I mean, that
Pressure
was
people.
You can learn even more.
that was thrown at me a lot
I gotta tell
on
you,
Saturday.
is there anything more overrated than a brochure? My brochure is trash. can
Shout.
fodder.
Yeah, does anybody read them?
It immediately things immediately go in the trash.
So I'm guessing My High doesn't pass those out.
We have
you did.
we have a product info page, but it's not like it's very specific people we give it to. But yeah, we do, and I'm sure it goes in the trash. But you got to have it because 1 out of 50 people is going to look at it.
And you just got to get that one.
Yeah.
Did y'all flood this weekend?
Oh.
No.
My street flooded.
It
Our
was
lake
bad.
in the backyard came up about as high as it ever has.
I was like in knee-deep water Saturday night.
Yeah.
Trying to move cars. And
While
stuff.
we were passing to the game that was going to get canceled.
Like knocking, banging on my neighbor's door. Move your car.
Around your, we passed walk-ons, the original walk-ons, and
Yeah.
Hudson goes, that's Walk-Ons Lake. Because it was that bad. And then as we got closer to where you live,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is real bad.
Yeah.
So, getting closer to where you live, I was like, there's no way we're playing baseball. So I can imagine you had some
I was in knee-deep
deep
water.
water.
Yeah.
Apparently a thing came out yesterday. A lot of people had trouble getting to the game. So, if you were watching
Yeah,
the
the
game
streets were
yesterday,
closed.
What game?
baseball
Baseball
game.
Yeah,
game.
the team did as well.
They weren't there either. They were flooded in also. But,
For real.
I mean, the front of my street flooded, but, where we're at, we have, 3 entrances to, get to my house. So.
Right, Jordan? Whoa.
Can't hide it.
King
No,
High,
guys.
bud.
One of them is called
3
Relax.
entrances to your home.
No, I'll tell
Yeah,
you this.
one.
One of them, the entrance is by an AutoZone. The other splits.
Well, it is Walker.
The other splits. You got a McDonald's
nice
on one side, a
AutoZone.
Burger King on the other, and then the other's by the high school.
Oh,
So
you
not
Tay-Tay
flashy entrances.
That's
but
why Tay-Tay
entrances
picked
nonetheless.
the neighborhood, because he has a Burger King and a McDonald's right
That's
there.
right.
They're not
And
close.
AutoZone.
That's the furthest entrance.
Okay. All right. Well,
Must be nice.
King had it.
Got an AutoZone.
Were you
right
going
at
down
end,
the
Matt.
walking path to the auto?
No.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
It's this walking area thing.
It was so weird.
He was
the way
trying
he
to,
said it.
yeah, it was weird.
So weird.
Dead giveaway.
All right.
It's a
Well,
walking path that we use our golf carts on.
that was the good stuff.
Was it?
Better than what we're going to talk about when we come back.
Mm.
Oh boy. What happened?
I'll tell you. On the other side,
I'm not ready.
OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com. Gulf Coast Office Products, your leader in office solutions here in the Gulf South. Once you go to the website, you'll kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. If you're engineering firm, law firm, university, bank, anybody that needs a document and you need it when you need it, it's the go-to. It's the only answer because you're going to speak to the person that's going to be able to help you if you have any trouble. If anything pops up, you're going to call the number and that person is going to make sure that it gets taken care of. So you don't get that anywhere else, certainly not with the size of GCOP, right? They can be able to handle anything you have. So whether you're official with LSU, the Saints, the Pelicans, the Raging Cajuns, the Tigers, go to GCOPnet.com.
That's right. Gulf Coast Office Product. Louisiana's leader in office technology. So it doesn't matter if you have a 1-person office, 10-person office, 10,000-person office. It does not matter. Talk to the best. Talk to the people that can go in there, put those printers, copiers, scanners, and also their managed IT services. But the best part is if something goes down, they have an award-winning service team that'll get you back up and running immediately. Go to GCOPnet.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Unfortunately, we got to go ahead and get it started.
It's time to get glowing. Courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, well, we are excited about GoFlowIV.com. GoFlowIV.com, G-E-A-U-X, FlowIV.com. That's the good part of getting it started because, well, if you're feeling a little under the weather, if you want to maybe get a little bit more hydrated, maybe you just want a little more pep in your step, you go see them over at GoFlowIV.com. If you're in Baton Rouge, go see them off Jefferson Highway today, GoFlowIV.com.
That's right. Being healthy makes me happy.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's going to happen over at GoFlow. So, a little lack of sunshine, a lot of losses this weekend. Well, get a little happy back. Go get you an IV infused with all the vitamins, all the good stuff. GoFlow IV right there. Jefferson Highway. Go set you up a membership. Be in and out your first time in about 30, 45 minutes. They make the process really, really easy. And, seriously, promise you're going to feel better immediately. So go check it out. Go get hydrated. Go get vitamized right there. GoFlow IV.
All right, let's go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Not a banner weekend for your LSU Fighting Tigers. Baseball loses.
So just like one sport, though, right?
No.
Just two?
Nope. You ready?
3?
No, you need to sit down for this one.
Oh, boy.
Baseball loses 2 of 3 to Sacramento State. Men's basketball loses a hard-fought battle, multiple overtime against Texas A&M. Women's basketball loses again to South Carolina for the 19th straight time. Softball gets swept by number 1 Tennessee. Gymnastics loses on the road against number 4 Florida.
You done?
Outside of that, Miss Lincoln, how was the play?
I'd say LSU gymnastics is probably the one positive takeaway from this weekend.
Even beach volleyball lost 2 of 3, if I'm not mistaken. No, they lost 3 of 4, actually. They lost to number 1 Stanford actually close. They lost to number 10 Cal. They beat number 18 Washington and lost to number 3 USC. So.
I mean, that's a tough weekend.
Yeah.
That's about as. I mean, when it comes to LSU athletics, that's as bad as it ever gets. That's as bad as I can ever remember.
Baseball scratching one win saved an offer basically, and beach volleyball got one win in 4 matches.
We did get that one win versus the Hornets.
So we're going to start with baseball. That's obviously that's the biggie here. Because, look, for women's basketball, Coach Mulkey, she tells us every single year, the SEC tournament and the goal. And, look, did they want to beat South Carolina? Absolutely they did. And it's another hard-fought battle against that team, and they can't figure them out. And they got to cut that because they got the NCAA tournament coming up. For men's basketball, you don't expect a lot. It was a good fight against a much better team. You brought them to multiple overtime. You couldn't find a way. Even beach volleyball, you played really good teams. Every team you played was ranked. Softball played the number 1 team in the country on the road. So, like, those things, I don't want to say they're expected, but you can handle those. You can make it make sense for those. For baseball, you can't because they played a bad baseball team, at least as far as the record. Now, they were scrappy. They fought after getting their butts kicked on Friday 15-4. They came back and they beat LSU 5-4 on Saturday and 6-1 last night. Baseball's got some trouble. Baseball's got some issues.
Mm-hmm.
When you lost to, let's go back. When you lost to McNeese and you lost to Northeastern, it's like, okay, we've seen this happen before, and you go win national championships. In fact, the last 2, like we brought it up, like this is a very similar loss. That's a very similar loss. Okay. But after you lost that game to Northeastern on Monday of last week, okay, then you go on the road and you lose against Louisiana Lafayette. Even that, I'm like, okay, well, it's a much improved baseball team. You go on the road. Okay, we're starting to get into some territory I don't like, but okay, it'd be all right. Then you get Friday, and you're like, okay, this is the team that I'm ready to see. But you can't make excuses for Saturday and Sunday. Those losses are concerning. And you're to a point now where, tough questions are going to be asked.
I think everybody's been, just because of the history, and we trust Jay Johnson, obviously, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like, I think we've been tiptoeing through the last couple of weeks. Like, all right, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Well, I think it's probably it's time, like, to not hit a panic button, but to be actually concerned and worried. And I don't think anybody is, like, tuning in to hear, like, my, like, breakdown of X's and O's on baseball, but I can tell you what I don't see from this team currently is fight when your back's against the wall. I hadn't seen anybody, when a game is on a line, try to put a team on his back and make a play. And I know every sport is different in how that looks and what that looks like. But when a play is there to be made, when the situation arises, when a batter comes up to bat and you got guys in scoring position, the lack of fight that we are seeing from these teams in close games, in winnable games, and the lack of a guy that's stepping up and trying to and winning a game. I know everyone's trying, but executing
it's a fair criticism.
When your back is against the wall is concerning. And when you're LSU, defending national champions, and you've lost 4 of the last 5 non-conference games against small schools, that is a concern. Now, we get it.
Who had, for Sacramento State, a really bad record. Northeastern, a really bad record. 2-win teams.
I think Sacramento State had been swept by every team that was.
But they have 2 wins coming into the weekend?
3.
Oh, sorry.
They had been swept at least.
They
had been swept at least 2 or 3 weekends.
Yeah, right.
Coming into this, and they come into your house and they win the series. It's inexcusable. And like, we can make all the excuses we want and say, well, they're figuring it out. They're figuring out how to play. They're figuring out how to play together. It's early in the blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't care. Like, you don't lose that series.
Right.
And I know, I get it. Like, I'm not the baseball guy, but like, I'm watching that and I see guys that aren't ready to step up into the light, into the limelight, and put the team on their back and make the play when the game matters. Who's the leader?
Yeah.
Who's driving these guys? I don't know. I hadn't seen it yet. Sure, you get some good pitching performances here and there. Yeah, the bats get hot Friday. So what? Next game, next at bat, whatever it is, it just seems that something's not clicking, and it's really frustrating for LSU fans because we do give this team the benefit of the doubt, and they have earned the benefit of the doubt. This program has, not this team, this program, this coach, the coaching staff. Some of the players on this team, they've all earned the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But with the LSU fans, and you saw it, you heard it last night from the fan, like you are losing that benefit of the doubt with every game you go out and you lay a stinker. Somebody's got to step up.
Yeah.
And it can't be the coaches. Like somebody's got to step up on that team, and other people got to follow. Make a play.
Have a competitive at bat.
Yeah, I mean, my God.
Fight like hell at the plate.
My God, it just looks
I
like
had
they're
to turn
just
the game off.
Yeah.
And it's not just like
it was like watching Little League.
you're just in the back going, no. That's so funny.
Wait, real quick. Sorry. This is the first time since 2007 that LSU has 5 non-conference losses before SEC play starts. So something is very uncharacteristic about this team.
I agree. Anytime you go back to when Flynn and I were in school for LSU baseball, it's not good because, one, that was a long time ago, and two, that wasn't the golden age of LSU baseball when we were in school.
No, it wasn't.
So all of the above is bad. Good stat pool, though.
You were talking about like unenthusiastic at bats. Matt, remember with USJ about, hey, can we swing away on 3-0 counts? It's not just that. I watched so many meatballs down the middle. First pitch of the at-bat, and they're standing there with the bat on their shoulder. They're standing there with the bat on their shoulder on the second. They get to an 0-2 count like that because they're just like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to feel this guy out. And he's throwing 75 right across the plate, and they just act like they don't care.
I'm watching it, and it's like, I agree. Like, when you see those kind of bats, you're like on good teams, you're like, all right, that guy's super confident. That guy's about to explode. Then, of course, you take these competitive swings, and like you want these calm, cool, and collective batters like in the pros and like on your team. You're like, because that makes you feel good because they're about to do something really cool. They're about to explode. They're about to whip that bat around. But like, they look calm, cool, and collective, but they just keep taking. And then when they swing, it's kind of like a super lazy swing.
I can't watch it.
I don't know.
I like physically cannot watch it. Yesterday I watched Daniel Harden get out on ball 4 and I had to turn it off. Yeah. I watched Zach York watch like 3 meatballs thrown his way and I can't do this.
I don't know how many strikes I've seen Zach York
and they go hand in hand, right? They're standing there watching the easy pitches for the first 2. They're almost have to swing on that ball 4 at that point because they're down 0-2. And it's like she mentioned, you see them swinging on these pitches out of the zone, but early in the at-bat, they're letting the ones right across the plate just go right by them.
Mm-hmm. It's like that meme of that guy with a stick. Do something.
Yeah, literally.
Come on.
Yeah, only had 9 hits over the last 2 games of the series against the Sacramento State pitching staff that have really struggled. And I agree with everything that you said, Flynn, because as I'm watching the game, I'm kind of writing down like 2023 had an incredible, talented roster. We all know that 1 and 2 pick in the draft, but it's like, where's the K Beloso? Like 2025, incredible, draft pick after draft pick. Like, where's the Ethan Fry? Like, where's that guy who's like the jump starter, the guy's going to get you going, give you competitive at bat. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to make it happen in the box. Yeah. I'm going to get this start. Like last year, how many times did Ethan Fry come up and we needed a play as like leadoff double?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like every time he needed to do it, he did it.
And both those teams you're talking about lost either an embarrassing game, lost an embarrassing series. Like last year, they got 10-run rule. Like you learn things in losses, especially in baseball. It happens. Like you learn the things. It just seems like LSU's not learning anything from their losses. Right?
Yeah, it feels like they're not changing their approach at the plate at all.
Right.
They're not. The defense we've talked about has been like a pretty significant drop off from last season, and I am the type to – so baseball plays 56 games in a season, right, in a regular season. Yep. So I think that obviously you're going to be cold or you're going to be hot in those 56 games. So I don't want to say, like, LSU is done for, right? But it's hard for me to say anything positive until they do something positive, like
Yep.
Right.
How about put the ball in play? Just put the ball in play. You don't have to, drop a bomb every single time. And that's exactly, I told you, Sacramento State, let's see if the defense can keep up with the small ball that they're going to play and the situational hitting. That's really all you have to do.
Yeah, and Sacramento State didn't play clean in the field either the last 2 games that you lost. They had, combined 3 errors in those games.
The one
so
run you got yesterday with Braden Simpson, the only reason that continued is because there's a throwing error to first base on an easy routine play.
The third,
Yes, Zach York gets safe, and then a few batters later, Braden Simpson gets the RBI. Like, without that, you probably get shut out yesterday.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
and
bad baseball.
you could take losing a series. Losing a series sucks, but what's bad about this one? Everybody was begging all week, hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball. You explode for 15 runs on Friday night. You're like, hey, Jake Brown, 3 home runs. Like Jay said, they're going to be in the batting cage. They're going to turn this around. And then, boom, right back to it Saturday and Sunday. I mean, completely.
Taylor, I hear
team.
what you say, but you can't lose a series to Sacramento
No,
State.
I understand.
You
I'm
can
just
drop
talking
a series, of course.
in general. But the way this series
you can't
started,
lose that series.
No.
The way this series started, you're so excited. You're like, okay.
You didn't want to lose a game.
You're back. You're
my
going.
God.
I mean, I was here and I was like, I believe we can and will sweep Sacramento State. Friday, that was looking really good.
Yeah.
And then Saturday and Sunday, oh my God.
Yeah,
I
it was.
Physically was ill.
It's a bad weekend in the SEC.
Yeah, Vanderbilt.
I mean,
also.
Florida almost got swept by High Point.
Yeah.
Like they had to come back and
From
score.
who?
High Point in Virginia. They had to score
Florida
4, I believe, in the 9th just to avoid getting swept. Wright State took 2 of 3 from Tennessee. Tennessee walked off Wright State in their only win. Arkansas lost to Stetson.
Mm-hmm.
Like weird weekend in SEC
Who did
baseball.
Vandy also lost a series.
Yeah, they lost to somebody.
Yeah.
It was a time change.
Had a losing record.
It was the time change.
It was a time change. There we go.
Small schools,
you know
small
what?
schools don't do time changes.
No,
We
they
You're
don't.
right.
That.
You know what? LSU's fine, guys. I didn't even put that together. We only lost because of time change.
What about the
we're
losses
good.
before that?
So we're good. No, well, before
so back.
leading up to it, they were nervous for
It
it.
was a midweek. It didn't care.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh, I hate hearing that. God, I hate
Well,
hearing
this
that.
past week, it doesn't matter, Jake.
Hey, we played a game. We got in uniform and everything. Had the same lineup, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
I think you said something earlier, Alondra. It was like, it's not time to, not going to be worried too much because it is a long season. But if you don't change the way you attack a game, then you better be worried.
It's going to be a very
It's going to be a long
season.
season. If that part that we discussed at the beginning of this segment, if you don't find some people and some leaders that are going to lead by example,
Jake Brown, I'm talking to you.
Exactly.
Kate Arambidi, I'm talking to you.
Maybe we just need Stanfield.
We do.
Well, Jake was talking about the guys that come up with timely hits. At times, Jake Brown's that guy. It's just he's inconsistent as well. But
it can't just be one guy. It's got to be.
Sure.
It's got to be one guy that feeds everybody else.
Yeah.
Well,
and we've seen that with the team.
In the midweek, it was like, oh, your 2 guys at the leadoff, Derek Curiel and Jake Brown, they were 5 for 7.
Yeah.
They scored 0 runs because everybody else behind them was inconsistent.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in a dugout with the spikes on.
Yeah.
But when you started having errors on the field, who's that guy that people are a little scared of when they come back to the dugout?
Right.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody. That's just me. I know, football guy. Got it.
No, I was
Meathead.
that way too.
Got it. Somebody when they have an error, they got to be nervous about somebody or a group of people on that team, and it can't just be the coach.
Right.
Who are those guys? LSU got to find those guys.
It has to be somebody like Jake Brown.
Yeah,
it has
it's
to be
gotta
somebody
be.
like Kate Arambidi, even Stephen Milam. Those guys need to step
Curiel's
up.
got. I know it's not his personality, but it needs to be.
Yeah.
Jake Brown.
For this team.
He sees him coming in. Jake's like, "Hey, come see me. Locker room now. Need to talk."
In football, you don't even get that pleasantry.
Yeah.
Just like
baseball's,
start
more
off from the very
gentlemanly.
Vanderbilt, let's go back to February the 27th. They lose to UC Irvine. The next day, they lose to Arizona. Those are 2 really good baseball teams. They lose to Oregon. So 3 losses in a row there. Really, those are good teams. They lost to Central Arkansas, so they lost 4 in a row. They beat Troy 4-1, and then they did actually win the weekend, but they lost one of the games to North Dakota State. So they have, 5 losses in their last 8 games. So Vanderbilt kind of limping into this series as well. Again, SEC did not have a great weekend. It was a bad weekend.
That makes me feel a little bit better. Not a lot.
I think Vanderbilt's still going to be better than Sacramento State.
Who'd Florida lose to? High Point?
High Point in Virginia. Yeah, they almost got swept.
Isn't Braden Simpson from High Point?
I think so.
Yeah.
Only reason I know anything about High Point is because E.J. Manuel's sister played basketball there.
Shout out High Point.
Texas is still very dominant in the that's the only team in the
USC
SEC that didn't. They're playing really good baseball.
Yeah, Texas at USC. USC's 15-0.
Yeah.
So those teams have good players that are playing good.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to figure that out. We got good players. They just got to play good.
Dylan Volantis is over here with like a .49 ERA.
Is that good?
I'd say it's pretty good.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Strong to quite
Who's he
strong.
facing, though? Like Sac State?
Where is he? Yeah, all 9-3 Sac State.
Too soon.
Or 3-9.
3-9,
I mean,
yeah.
3-9. I wish it was 9-3.
For real.
Make me feel a little bit better.
Close now.
Still not great, but
5-10.
So you got to travel after a midweek game against Creighton. You got to travel to Vanderbilt, a team also that is not playing very good right now. And, man, you need to find something. You got to find – and I agree. Like, that was going to be my criticism too, exactly what Flynn said. Like, you got to find the guy. You got to find some juice. You got to be competitive at the plate. You know, you got to be competitive on the mound. Like, Gavin Guidry had 1 walk coming into it and 3 walks, like, immediately, right? That's not being competitive on the mound. Now, is he a competitive person? Yeah, if you've ever watched him. But there's different ways to be competitive. You've got to give yourself an opportunity, give yourself a chance, and just right now, LSU Baseball not doing that. All right, we'll come back to baseball in a little bit. We'll take a break now. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org, not only in Central and the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you, that 24/7 emergency service number, 225-500-0774, 225-500-0774. And that's even during the game is what I like to say sometimes. But maybe
sometimes
that changes.
you got to flush it.
But either way, they will be there for you. Go to the website today. See what they can do for you in the remodel game as well. That's centralplumbing.org.
That's what we do as LSU sports fans. We just got to flush this past weekend. And if you can't flush it, give Central Plumbing a call. The plumbing experts in the greater Baton Rouge area. It doesn't matter if it's commercial. Doesn't matter if it's residential. They are the experts. And the Payne family, they've been doing it a long time. So it doesn't matter. Any job, doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter how small, how complicated, whatever it is. They have seen it. They are experienced. They are the professionals. And they can get you back up and running. So go check them out, centralplumbing.org.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Parrish, we bring the same commitment to your home that champions bring to the game.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish contractors, Let's get building.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
Finally, play Alice in Chains.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. Should definitely play them more often.
Hello. We're back.
Hell yeah.
You probably heard Michelle there on the rejoin.
Yeah.
Shout out Bayou Automotive.
Shout out
If you've been
Michelle.
looking for a new ride or maybe upgrading your current one, you got to go check out our friends over at Bayou Automotive. One-stop shop for your Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a huge selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So whether you need a tough truck, a family SUV, or just something reliable for the daily drive, they've got something for every lifestyle, every budget, and doesn't just stop at the sale. Certified service team can handle everything from oil changes to major repairs to keep you rolling. And I will say, after our meeting with Bayou Automotive, Matthew,
My gosh.
easy was the word that kind of stood out. I mean, when you start talking about if you buy from Bayou Automotive and you need to repair or something happens, they will literally come and get your vehicle, bring you a vehicle while they're working on it, and then bring your vehicle back to you. That's easy.
Yeah.
If you buy from them, right, say you're in Baton Rouge and you go online, you find a vehicle and you want to buy and you don't have time maybe to drive down to Laplace, they'll drive it up to you. We'll drop it off to you. Easy was the thing that I took away from our meeting with Bayou Automotive. So very fired up to have them sponsor our Monday shows here. Let's go, Bayou Automotive.
Let's go. Every single Monday.
Monday.
You know what's cool? When I was impressed with?
Me.
The Black Widow truck.
The Black Widow truck's awesome.
Me.
Huh? Yeah.
How are you saying?
Their dealerships in Laplace, but like only like 20% of their business, probably roughly, is like around the 80% of the business is from the North Shore, from Baton Rouge, Lafayette, because like you don't have to go into the dealership to buy a car. It's like, call them, let's exchange. Like you can go on people's website, you know kind of what you're looking for, you know what you want, and then
you build
the
on
whole
the website.
process, the trade-in deal, everything. It's just impressive. I think they got 8 full-time drivers just always driving cars. Boom, 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 everywhere. Killing it. Love it.
As we were having our meeting, Alondra was on the computer looking up cars, and she's like, dude.
I want that Black Widow.
Look at
I'm like, this is sick. He's like, can you calm down over there?
No, that's great.
We're in a
Great.
professional
We're fired up.
meeting.
No, and I'm more like, damn, this car's sick, bro. I mean, look up the Black Widow and tell me that's not sick. Look it up,
It
Tay-Tay.
is, yeah. Look it up.
What is it?
Black Widow truck.
Yeah, you check it out. You can just like keep it up there while we're talking because it's worth it.
Speaking of Black Widows.
Oh, no.
hate when you do that. I never know where it's gonna go.
What experience did you have here, Matt?
I was it was probably late last spring, summer. I was doing a little cleaning outside. Well, I looked under a chair.
You saw one?
First time I'd ever seen the red hourglass.
Really? I've never seen one in person, I don't think. Look at that.
It wasn't as cool as that. My
Sick.
God.
And then all of a sudden, I started just turning over things and kept seeing some black widows. Multiple black widows. Now I know what their eggs look like. I got an eye for it now. And I told Lacey, I was like, babe, they live here now with their family. So
yeah, y'all gotta move out.
Time to go ahead and get on out.
It's time for y'all to burn the house down.
They live here with their families and children and grandchildren. So,
Matt, by the way, this weekend I read that if you kill coyotes, they just make more coyotes because they control their own population.
Okay.
So when you're trying to get rid of them, just keep that in mind.
We just gotta kill them all.
Yeah,
that makes it.
Kill all
if
of them.
there is none left, there is none to make more.
True.
That's fair. I can't argue that.
You could even leave one.
That's cruel.
That's true.
You could even leave one.
As long as it's.
Because it can't reproduce by itself.
It's true.
You don't even have to kill them
as
all.
long as it's not already with child.
Yeah.
You have to leave a male then. Make sure it's a male.
Leave a male, just to be safe.
Be on the safe side, yeah. So the house, when we were closing on our house, this was not our house. The people who were selling us the house, they had to move to Kansas or something because they wanted to follow their son. He had graduated college, got a job out there. They were retired, so they're like, all right, we'll just follow him. So they move out there, and they were telling us at closing the house that they had already agreed to buy. Apparently, in the attic was infested by brown recluse spiders.
Yeah.
And they wound up not being able to buy it, wouldn't pass inspection. So they were like, yeah,
because
we're
of
actually gonna
spiders?
go live with they're like, we're going to go live with our son for a week. We're closing on a different house now. They're like, we had one already bought, but
I've never heard of a house failing inspection because of venomous
It was apparently
spiders.
bad. Because they had bought it. Whoever did the original inspection didn't do a good job. Another inspector came in right before closing and was like, you shouldn't buy this house. So they had to sell before they even moved in. So be careful, Matt.
So we also had, next to the black widow spiders, brown recluses as well. So your boy here just waged war. I had no regard for life when it came to spiders. I was smashing, spraying, pinching, poking.
Pinching.
Everything. Pouring hot water. Didn't matter. Any way to get them dead. They're scary.
The good news is if you
get a
get
cigarette
bit,
lighter
Black
and
Widow's
a hairspray
crazy.
can.
Oh, yeah. So I also have this little propane tank that has a torch.
Don't you have a flamethrower?
I do have a flamethrower, probably a little aggressive around the house.
Yeah, I guess
that's
so.
for outside
just
use.
throw those flames, but the torch
Use that for
with
the coyotes.
Yeah,
Burn
flamethrower,
'em to
coyotes, propane torch, spiders.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of burnt hair though.
Baton Rouge man gets arrested for burning coyotes with his flamethrower. Former
You
Green
see
Bay
me-
Packer quarterback.
You see me just walking through the woods.
They got a picture of
I
Matt.
have
They got
made fire.
They got a picture of Matt's mugshot. He's camo face paint, just ready.
Smiling.
Oh my God.
Sideways hat.
Oh God. All right. So when we come back, one of the members of the 2019 LSU football team just got some dollar bills.
Let's go.
And he was a target potentially for the New Orleans Saints, but he is not going to be hitting the open market. We'll tell you who that is and what he got paid when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. The website is set up for your success. You can have a chat with a live agent right there on the homepage. You can check out cases they can handle for you in the courtroom. You can check out cases they've already handled for your neighbor in the courtroom. You also can go to any major social media. At Get Gordon's always going to be the handle there to see what they're doing throughout the local communities in Louisiana, to see what's up with the G Team. A lot of new members of the G Team with your favorite athletes in Louisiana. Speaking of Louisiana, your area code followed by the 8s. Call the 8s. It's going to be great. 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Call the 8s. It's going to be great. Fantastic. Well done, sir. Get Gordon. GetGordon.com. 888-8888. If you have been injured, and it doesn't matter where, if you've been injured in a car accident, had a little fender bender, maybe you've been hurt on the job, well, give them a call. Let them fight for you. Let them get exactly what you deserve. Don't do it alone. GetGordon.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in OTB, live from the Raising Cane studio. Again, our Monday shows brought to you by Bayou Automotive. Fired up to have them on the squad, just like the Houston Texans are fired up to keep Ed Ingram on their squad. He will not be hitting free agency.
Boy, Eddie.
He signs a 3-year, $37.5 million deal to stay with the Houston Texans. He would have been one of the top-ranked interior offensive linemen in free agency this year. As I said, like the Saints certainly would have been interested in his services, but Houston said, "Not so fast, my friend. You aren't going anywhere." Ed was a great player here at LSU. He's made a really good career for himself in the National Football League as well. So congratulations to Ed Ingram, 3 years, $37.5 million.
Hey, if you think about it. $37.5 million. He's saving about $1 million in state taxes right there.
He is. So, like, to begin his career, like, he had some ups and downs with the Vikings. Like, at one time, he even got benched and he found his way to Houston, and he has certainly found his way again. And he was, I believe, his second-round pick in 2022, and he did a really nice job. 12th lowest pressure rate among guards in the NFL. So certainly revived his career there. He's appeared in 62 games, 55 starts in the National Football League, and he gets a big payday. So congratulations. Always enjoyed interviewing Ed. Always was gracious with his time there. So
and I think the
cool
Texans, like Saints fans, people in Louisiana, like if you're looking for another team to like semi-cheer for, it's the Texans. Geographically speaking, they always have LSU players. They're in the AFC. Like
got a bunch.
It's like a no-lose situation cheering for the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans have given former LSU players $77.5 million over the last week. So shout out to the Texans.
Go Texans.
All right, we'll take a break. Much more coming back your way. Hour number 2 of OTB.
Off the bench.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
At Parrish, we take pride in building roofs that last. Because in Louisiana, toughness isn't just on the court, it's in your home too.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now call for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. As we get this hour started, I want to remind you about our friends over at K2Z Blinds. KTOZBlinds.com is the website. K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been doing it since 2004. I tell you all the time, but just as a reminder, I know that's a long time ago because I was in college back in 2004, and that's been a minute. So you don't stay in business that long. You don't thrive like they have over K2Z unless you're doing everything the right way. That's exactly what's going to happen when Brandon Barton and the team come out to your space. Let them build your dream ideal living space. It can be inside. It can be outside. It can be outside that takes care of the inside. They've done that for me. They'll certainly do it for you as well. Have them come out. Go to the website today. Again, KTOZBlinds.com. Look in the top right corner of the website. It's going to give you the contact information for your area in Louisiana. Again, KTOZBlinds.com. Tua turn the ball over.
Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Not going to work anymore. He got released. I believe it's going to be a post-June release. It saves him a little bit of money, but he's about to set the record for dead cap space.
Let's go.
The cap hit
He's
of
always setting records.
$99 million of
What
dead
years?
money. I think they get a chance to spread it out among 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, it's going to be a dead cap hit of $99 million dead money spread out in 2 years.
Not really the record you want to set as a quarterback. Like, this team hated me so bad they were willing to take a $100 million cap hit for me not to even be on the team.
That's tough.
It's a tough look.
What was Russ was like $55 million when Denver moved on after a year? Yeah. 55, 60, something like that.
Worth it.
I mean, just to give you an idea.
Double it. Triple it.
All right, let me look.
Just kidding. Relax.
Like the Saints, I believe, have the most dead money in $65.7 million. Yeah, the New Orleans Saints, $65.7 million. So Tua is almost like, even though it's going to be split in half, he's almost like setting the record by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now that adds to the Dolphins. Oh, never mind.
Oh wait, there's
now,
more.
I think now that this has hit, the Dolphins take over the Saints.
Let's
for
go.
dead money, $73 million.
Let's go, Saints.
Saints are dead last. There we go.
There we go.
Atta boy.
Looking up.
And this is going to happen when teams kick the can down the road. Like, for instance, the Chargers have the most money to spend. They only have $5.5 million in dead money. The Seahawks, who just won the Super Bowl, so pretty good way of doing things. And we've said John Snyder's probably the best general manager in the NFL. If he's not the best, he's one of the best three.
Yep.
No matter who you are. You kind of argue it.
Mm-hmm.
They have dead money for the Seahawks, $483,000. So it kind of gives you an idea. Like, if I went around the playoff teams in the NFL and, like, the dead money, and you'd be like, wait a minute. The Rams have only $9 million. The Broncos only have $1 million. The Chiefs have $9 million. Let's see let me find another playoff team. The Bears have $12 million.
Well, these things happen when your franchise quarterback isn't your franchise quarterback. who you once thought. I mean, it happens. Not every contract's going to be good, but especially if you swing and miss at that position because of the market, it's going to flip on you. And the teams you're going to list in the top 5 or 10 on the good side of dead cap space is going to be teams that either have a franchise quarterback that's a top guy in the league, or somebody that is on a team-friendly deal, or a new quarterback, or a quarterback on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, it all and I get it. There's other positions that take cap hits. I think Cam Jordan's going to have a cap hit this year for the Saints. I get that. That happens. But quarterback's the big one, the big market mover there.
Yeah.
As it should be. It's the best. But Tua, not the best. $99 million cap hit for one team. How about that? We're going to fire you, but we're going to wait until June.
Yeah. So now it's going to be tough for Tua Tagovailoa to find a job, right? I mean, Tagovailoa is going to be sitting there like...
They'll probably waive the tampering period for him. You can just go play somewhere else for a little bit.
Yeah, but he's going to miss the offseason.
Yeah, that's a tough situation, but he's getting well compensated for it.
He is. But as you know, like his competitors too, like...
Especially that guy. I mean, that guy, like, you could say anything you want about Tua, about his play or whatever, but he is obviously an extremely competitive guy, even to the point where he's, some doctors may say he might be risking his life, or at least his quality of life, to play the game of football, which he obviously has done. Played through a lot of people saying he shouldn't play just because of the concussions and things like that. And even I was saying, like, you got to protect this kid. Like, and I feel like, we sit here, we're as hard nosed as it comes. Like, get in there, rub some dirt on it, go play injured, whatever it is. We celebrate that in sport, but like that was at the point with his concussions. It was like, all right, well, you got to protect him from himself. Like, if we're talking about brain damage, which the next one could be, and don't try to say that some of those concussions weren't concussions, because we all have eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and we've all had concussions.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like.
Nonsense.
I know the signs after. I've watched the tape and been like, that's me? I did that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Your hands aren't supposed to do that.
So I wish him well.
He seems like
a good kid. Like, he's made some,
like you said,
he's made some comments in the media that, like, when they were struggling, that you could question and whatever. He seems like a good human being. He's a talented guy.
Now, and I'll say this too, and you know this playing quarterback more than anybody, but when you get drafted high, it's a lot of pressure. And look, you get paid for it, you get compensated for it, but he was like different than even getting drafted high. It was tank for Tua. Like, it was a real thing in the NFL. Like, people were like, tank for Tua, tank for Tua. There were some people that thought Tua Tagovailoa was maybe going to get drafted ahead of Joe Burrow, like even going late into that process, if you remember. That was a great quarterback class as well. Like, it had Justin Herbert and others. There was a lot of people that had a lot of belief in Tua Tagovailoa that he was going to be the savior of that franchise, that he was finally going to answer, their question they've had at quarterback really since Dan Marino. And so, like, there's pressure of getting drafted high, but there's also pressure when you're the tank guy.
Yeah,
we're tanking for Tua or tanking for whoever.
Yeah, that was like the first time that I feel like that saying got super popular for him, like with him, because
going into his last year.
Yeah,
like before Burrow blew up. Yeah,
right.
Well, remember there were people even going into the draft, like day before, you knew Burrow was going 1, and it was always, who's going to be the next quarterback taken? Is it going to be Tua? Is it going to be Justin Herbert? There were people out there that were like, if Miami takes Justin Herbert over Tua Tagovailoa, they're going to regret this for the next decade. I mean, they were like hardcore, like, do not pick Herbert over Tua. And, I mean, look what happened.
Remember, Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts also went in that draft. So that
was a good draft.
That's even more difficult for Dolphin fans, that they can look at what Jordan Love goes somewhere in the 20s. 26.
And who knows with the Dolphins how any of those other quarterbacks pan out in Miami. I still am of the opinion Miami will never be relevant from a championship level, just because geographically you're in Miami and you're dealing with American adult males ages 22 to 30 in Miami. I think there's too many distractions. Red-blooded American males.
Bigger miss in round one. I got the 2020 pulled up. Drafted 201 pick ahead of Justin Herbert, or the Eagles drafting Jalen Reagor 1 pick ahead of Justin Jefferson.
That's it. Yeah, that one. How did you watch their college career and say, yeah, I'm gonna make that decision?
Who'd they pick?
Jalen Reagor from TCU.
He's been on like 7 teams.
Is he still
already.
in the league?
What position did he play?
Receiver.
All right.
So they took a receiver the pick ahead. Of
This is the draft that Chase Young went number
Eagles
2
did?
overall.
The Eagles did. Have you never seen the video of O'Connell and them on draft night? It's really cool. You can find it on YouTube. The Vikings draft room, the war room, sitting there, and they're like, the Eagles need a receiver. Here goes Jefferson. And they turned in the Jalen Reagor card, and Minnesota goes nuts in their war room. They're like, we got Jefferson. Wow.
Jerry Jeudy went 15. CeeDee Lamb went 17. Henry Ruggs went 12 in that draft. That to me, and look, CeeDee Lamb is awesome. Jerry Judy's okay. He's had some moments. He's had some flashes for sure. But CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson are like 2 of the best 5 receivers in the National Football League.
Yep.
Man, can you imagine?
And Hemi's favorite, my third child, Jeffin.
Oh, Jefferson.
Calls him
Jeffin Jefferson. She loves him.
You know who went 24th overall in that draft, Matthew?
In 2020?
Yep.
Who's the team?
Best player in football.
Is he a fullback?
Nope. I wish a fullback went 24th overall. Plays guard.
Nope.
His name is featured in the movie The Hangover a bunch.
Okay.
His first name.
Bro, I'm super lost.
Caesar.
Ruiz. Caesar Ruiz. He is a good
They
player.
talk about Caesar Palace there in The Hangover.
You're joking. He wasn't a first rounder.
Yeah.
No.
24th overall.
Nope.
He was selected right ahead of Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Love, Jordan Brooks, who just had a monster year at linebacker for the Dolphins, Patrick Queen,
I don't believe it.
T. Higgins, DeAndre Swift,
team did
Jonathan Taylor. He's pretty good.
What team did Cesar play for?
Michigan.
How many good players in the NFL are from Michigan right now? Top of your head.
Good players?
Starters
Nico
or
Collins.
standout players?
Nico Collins would be the first one. Blake Corum's good, but I wouldn't put him in that category like you're talking about.
I know. I got some of his cards. I know.
Aiden Hutchinson and Nico Collins, best on offense, best on defense.
All right. I'll give you Hutch. Nico, too. But Nico has a 10th grader throwing it to him.
This man hates CJ Stroud.
I've never seen somebody do a 180 on a player
Oh,
so quick.
my gosh. He hates him. Well, it's a card game, bud. It's a card game. He's got some big ones that aren't
Don't
so big
screw me in the
anymore.
card game, pal. All you got to do is complete some basic passes. I got a couple cards sold. Well,
to be fair, for the Saints, though, they did hit in the 3rd round. They just didn't know they hit, and they used the player in a completely wrong way in Zach Bond. But they did hit.
They hit for somebody else.
For somebody else, yeah. He's a all-pro player for the Eagles.
you're talking about John Snyder, the GM for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And I believe he absolutely is the best GM.
You going to go
in
Howie?
the
You
NFL.
going to talk Howie?
Because how many GMs out there have built a Super Bowl winning team twice from the ground up? And I'm talking about head coach, quarterback, assistants, everything completely different. There's no common denominator between those Super Bowl winning.
Yep.
Most GMs don't get the opportunity to do that, but how many have done that? I mean, you can't. I can't off the top of my head think of any.
Yeah.
Like the Patriots did it for a long time, but there was common denominators clearly.
Right.
Though this is completely different. The only thing the same is the general manager, and I'm sure some trainers and strength coaches, but like head coach, quarterback, key personnel, assistant coaches, completely different. You did it twice. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, and we think the world of John Snyder. One, because he's, I think, the best. And
He
two,
hits almost every draft.
And two, because he's like a great dude too, like very willing to be a part of the team. Like where some general managers, how dare you talk to me? He is not like that at all.
Well, when I went on my free agent visit with him, like we did the thing, I went through, and then like we finished the day. Me and him just went. We went slammed a bunch of beers.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
That's what we did on my free agent visit to Seattle.
Yeah,
you were
great.
there. We went to dinner. He was there slamming beers.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Morgan and Pete Carroll.
And he would talk to anybody. Like, he's awesome. Good dude. But I'm not even saying that because of that. But we're talking about free agent. We're talking about bad deals. We're talking about, you just talked about dead cap space, and they had $400,000 in dead cap space this year. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And they won the Super Bowl. Like, it's obvious. Like, he's got a way to do things.
Right.
Who just paid a cornerback $1 billion this past weekend?
Rams.
The Rams just stop paying corners.
They traded for Trent McDuffie, gave up a first rounder and a third rounder, and then made him the highest paid ever.
Yeah, look at the Chiefs playbook. The Chiefs have won. How many Super Bowls have they won in the last decade? All right, they've won a lot, and they've been to a lot, and they continue to win. This past year was an anomaly. They never pay corners.
Yeah,
they draft corners, they develop them, they bring in good veterans or whatever it is, and then they let somebody else overpay for them. They don't pay corners. Gotta have corners. And I keep saying it, physically, it's the hardest position to play on the field. Cornerback. It's just hard.
Yeah.
You're backpedaling, covering one of the greatest athletes in the world, going full speed right ahead of you. Like, it's hard. But teams that overpay, it doesn't really pan out.
I'm with you. I would only put maybe Howie Roseman into the conversation that you're talking about, Eagles general manager, because he's kind of done the same thing with two different coaches, two different quarterbacks.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you had Doug Peterson.
It's probably a good comp.
Yeah. I think those two are the only two that are up for what we're talking about, though.
Mm-hmm. That's a good comp.
I think those two are different than everybody else. I would put John 1. I'd put Howie 2. And it pains me to say that. I'm kidding. I like Howie a lot. Had a chance to catch up with him at the Combine.
I don't know him.
But Howie went to Florida. As soon as I saw him.
Never mind.
As soon as I saw him, he goes, an LSU guy? I said, I'd feel that way too. If our record was that against LSU, he liked that one, though.
Okay.
He did like that one. He's from Brooklyn, but he went to Florida. He's a Gator. There's a lot of Gators out there in the wild.
It's unfortunate, really.
I meet somebody.
Was he wearing jorts?
No, he wasn't. Not at the Combine. He does that at home. A little macrame.
Mm-hmm.
He does that at home. But he's the only other person I would put in that same category. All right. When we come back, I know we're going to have our guy Will Helmers. That's at 8:30, correct? All right. So when we come back, let's have a little weekend winners here on OTB Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Go to GoTommies.com.
Oh, Tommy!
GEAUX, Tommies with a Y.com. When you go to GoTommies.com, guess what you'll do? You'll clearly see the difference. You'll be able to check out a gallery of work. You'll be able to check out like what they've done here in the Baton Rouge community. You'll be able to see the awards that they've won every year since Moby Dick was a minnow, because that's just what they do over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. This year in the Advocate Best Windows, that didn't go to who you think. That went to the best, which is Tommy's. GoTommys.com, GEAUX, Tommys with a Y.com.
That's right. Go Tommys. With Go Tommys, you are going to clearly see the difference if you choose to decide to work with them. Windows, doors, siding, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, they provide you with the best. And that's the best product, the best service, the best installation. And how about a lifetime warranty as well? That's why they win an award every single year since 2016, the Angie Super Service Award. Make sure that you get them to come check out your job. GoTommys.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in OTB. A reminder, our Monday show is brought to you by Bayou Automotive. We talk about it. The word that we walked away with, easy, because if you buy a car from Bayou Automotive, if you need to repair, something goes on, they're going to come pick your car up, bring you a car to drive while it's getting worked on, whatever's happening with it, and then bring your car back to you. If you buy a car online, right, they're going to bring that car to you. It's an incredibly easy process. Like Matt said, like 20% of their business is local right there in LaPlace, but 80% of it is from the surrounding areas, and that certainly includes the Baton Rouge area. So go check them out online. You can go to their website. That is bayouautomotive.com. Bayouautomotive.com. You can actually build your next vehicle there as well. So many different options for you to choose from: Chrysler, Dodge, Ford, Jeep, and also Ram. Bayouautomotive.com. All right, let's go ahead and get into some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there.
Honda has again been named the best car brand for 2020.
Too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, so my first weekend winner is going to be a player that plays the most important position in football. A player that is too gritty to be pretty. It's gritty over pretty. And that is Alec Ingold, The fullback, formerly of the Miami Dolphins, signs a 2-year, $7.5 million deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's go, baby. Getting an actual fullback in there. You're paying him $7.5 over 2 years, which in fullback money, that's like $750 million. Let's go, Chargers. Bring back the fullback. An actual fullback, not a defensive tackle playing fullback. Alec Ingold, the newest LA Charger.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Gross. Fullback. All right, a weekend winner. Taylor, go ahead and pull the video up. American, because I love America. USA, support the troops. American Nathan Martin wins the closest Los Angeles marathon in race history, beating Kenya, perennial powerhouse, being Kenya's Michael Kimani Kamu by just 0.01 seconds. 26.2 miles comes down to 0.01 seconds. Go ahead and play that video. Taylor?
Is he within eyesight from us?
He's in the last. I don't know. Here
he comes.
He comes right now.
Here he comes. So let's get right back down to the finish line so we can watch Michael cross the line here. Michael Kamau from Kenya.
Just over 2 hours and 11 minutes on the clock.
Oh, whoa.
Nathan Martin. Nathan Martin.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
He had no idea that he was getting hawked like that.
He is distraught.
Oh, man. What a win.
So, American Nathan Martin, I believe he's like a history teacher or something like that. Quote, I made an actual move 5 miles out. Can you imagine that? When I saw no one else was picking up the pace, I decided I needed to push, the 36-year-old said. At 1.5 miles to go, I could see the leader. And with 800 meters to go, I was thinking, I'm catching him. So if you're listening, you're not watching, like it's kind of hitting the social media. Like he was probably 20, 30 meters behind him.
He way
like right before the finish line. Start sprinting. It's not like the Kenyan guy was like going slow.
No.
But I don't know if he thought he was behind him or what. But my God, he crosses and touches that paper finish line like I said, 0.01 seconds. So can you imagine? At 26.2, is it 26.2 miles is a marathon?
Yeah.
That guy, the guy from Kenya, ran 26.1999999 faster than anybody else. But that last 0.01 seconds. USA!
I think he's like
USA!
fingertip hit the tape.
Let's go, USA. America. Just count it. Another victory.
Yeah, that's a big win. It's a big one. That's a sport that
you topple the
Kenya
Kenyans?
dominates. Big deal.
Hey, Kenya, sit down. Marathons
Kenya,
are our
sit.
sport now. We're a marathon country.
We're taking hockey from Canada.
Yep.
Taking marathons from Kenya. What's next?
What's next?
Cricket.
India.
Look out. World Cup's here.
Beating your
Soccer?
ass in cricket, India.
Maybe.
India's on notice.
India's on notice.
India's on
Saudi
notice.
Arabia,
Yeah,
you're
be
on
on
notice.
notice.
Cricket, you're going down.
Soccer in Argentina.
It doesn't matter. Wherever. The whole world. Rugby, New Zealand, talking to you.
Yeah. Alondra, do you have one?
I do not.
Okay, I got one for
Not
you.
a lot of winning going on
That's
this weekend.
very fair. So, speaking of soccer, if you are a true soccer fan, you know the player Hulk. He goes by Hulk. He's Brazilian and he's massive, big player, right? Well, he was in a match in the Brazilian league, and he threw a punch. There was a mass brawl, and 23 players got sent off with a red card. Now, this was like a fight.
Do you have enough players to finish at that point? I mean, how many are on a soccer team?
This is when
It's 2-on-2.
In the 20s, low 20s. This is when you're keeping it real. Hulk's 39, which in soccer years is kind of like agent, right? So he's played in these massive clubs. He's played for Brazil forever. So now he's finishing his career in the Brazilian league. He made sure he got his. They had to stop play for 8 minutes, and it was just a melee. 23 red cards, multiple punches. I think it was 12 from one team, 11 from another. So it was pretty evenly shown there. You go to a game down in Brazil, just Google it if you're at your desk.
Not as dangerous as being like a goalkeeper from Columbia in the 80s.
That's true.
Give up the winning goal.
Yeah, don't do that.
I got one similar to Jake, actually.
Switch, I don't know that.
Kind of same area. So I've been tuning into a little bit more hockey after the Olympics.
Yeah, sure.
And
Good sport.
you know, I was at LSU yesterday, so I had the big screen
Hey,
TV
no
right
big deal,
next
but
to
I
me.
dropped the puck. It's not a big deal.
Oh yeah. The Sabres and Lightning. First off, it's 8-7, which is a massive score. That's like 55-50 in
That's
football.
hella, yeah.
Okay, 15 total goals, 5 fights, 102 total penalty minutes in this game.
There
You
we
want to
go.
talk about just physicality and two dudes beating the crap out of each other all night? 5 fights, 102 penalty minutes, 15 total goals scored.
Love it.
You're not going to watch anything more electric than that. So weekend winners, Sabres and Lightning for putting on a show for the fans, and the Sabres win it 8-7. So double weekend winner to them.
I love it.
8-7. Let's
Yeah,
go.
hockey's great when it gets like, was it last year where it's U.S. versus, like USA
the Four
versus
Nations.
Canada, like the Four Nations thing where you can fight, where the Kachuk brothers got in like before the puck was even dropped. It was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and square up. It's great. And a lot of that, like they're probably friends. They might even be teammates. And it's just, they probably text each other before, like, you want to do this? All right, let me pass my coach. Let's do it. Love it. So I think, Gulf South said it here in the chat. Isn't the Hulk the guy that divorced his wife and then married her like sister or niece or something like that?
Feels right.
I remember seeing that. It's the only reason I know of him.
Feels right.
Crazy social media. It's wild.
The scenes from the World Baseball Classic they've been a winner as well.
Yeah.
I mean, just what it means to the players that are playing for these countries, to see the excitement, to see the passion that they have. Like, I was watching a little bit earlier today, and it was Korea and Australia. And Australia was down like 5-0. They scored like 1 run, and like they were fired up. And I'm like, man, this is cool to see. And we say it all the time. We played like literally the only sport that doesn't have international play in, American football. I hate it because that would have been pretty cool to represent your country.
Yeah.
Okay, weekend winner, 17-year-old
Yes,
Joseph
there you go.
Contreras. He struck out Aaron Judge. So you can go back to high school and be like, I know what it's like to strike out Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
so.
Team Brazil had some really cool stories.
Yeah.
That was one of them for sure.
I think he got,
and the judge went and like,
I think he got him to hit into a double play,
Yeah.
but he got 3 outs against like the heart
Oh,
of the
so
order.
he got, yeah.
He got Judge
No, you're right.
hit into
Yeah.
a double play.
he struck out somebody of note that was it Witt?
Yeah, he did.
Somebody.
He did that too.
Yeah,
but he
17
did
years
really
old,
well.
y'all.
Yeah.
17 years old. And then Manny Ramirez's son hit 2 bombs
Lucas?
for Team Brazil against the USA.
Yeah, there's somebody on one of the first games struck out Shohei Ohtani and like kept the ball and celebrated it and like
Oh yeah, the
took a
electrician
picture with
from the Czech Republic. Yeah, he's an electrician, literally.
Another
That's hilarious.
potential weekend winner. This is all rumors.
Oh,
It's all rumors.
I'm excited for this.
Okay. Former LSU Tiger, current Cincinnati Bengal, Joseph Burrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Potentially, rumors could be not.
It's AI.
Is it AI?
It's AI.
Dating,
She hopes it is.
dating Jessica Alba.
AI.
They're playing blackjack together.
We're playing blackjack now.
Okay, I don't care. Joe Burrow, weekend winner for hanging out with Jessica Alba.
Hey, playing blackjack.
I don't even care if they're together.
I think there's like a 20-year age gap, but so what?
Just a number.
Man.
Just a number. Age is just a
I mean,
social
she
construct.
looks great.
Me
so I don't think it matters.
watching Fantastic Four, Jessica Alba on the big screen as a 12-year-old child.
Oh,
Never
boy.
forget it.
Hey, that's end of the story.
Yeah, settle down there,
Yeah,
bud.
settle
know,
down.
calm
All
down.
Don't tell us.
I'm just saying, fun movie.
Fun movie. Don't know how that story ends, Taylor.
Oh
I hate
gosh.
that.
Yep.
I hate that.
I'm glad T-Bob's
I
not
hate
here. I am so glad he's not here right now. He would not let that one go.
Nope.
All right. Any more winners or losers?
LSU loser.
Pick the sport. Just pick the
All
sport.
of them.
Let's go 3 in softball, 2 of 3 in baseball, 3 of 4 in beach volleyball, men's and women's basketball. Other than that, it's a pretty good weekend.
Gymnastics was they lost the match, but Jay Clark told us last week it's not really about
It's
the
not
wins and
about
losses.
the
Like
it's about the
Florida,
score.
the Florida gymnastics team scored the highest point total in the country of any team this year.
And LSU was right on the hills.
LSU had their best score of the year on the road away from the PMAC. So and they won 3 of the 4 events. They did good.
Yeah,
they did good.
It actually plays well into our narrative, so we're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we bounce back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed some of that LSU sporting events. Nice cold Dos Equis. At least you had that in your hand. At least you had your feet up. At least you had a cold pop. At least you enjoyed some of those little crisp, refreshing Dos Equis.
Wow, delicious Mexican lager.
That was probably the only win that you had, but at least you did have that because it's always there for you.
Yeah.
So it's always a great time, no matter what's going on. If you're at the game, if you're tailgating before the game, if you're watching the game at home, whatever it might be here in the springtime, that beautiful weather is about to hit us, you should do it with a nice cold Dos Equis, and you should always go for Dos.
That's the thing. Every time you drink a Dos Equis, you are a winner. You are winning. It is a victory in and of itself. So drink Dos Equis. Make sure if you are going to indulge and have a beer, make sure you do it responsibly, but do it with the best, and that is Dos Equis. Look for those 2 X's on the bottle, that green can, that green bottle. Absolutely delicious. Dos Equis.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Every Monday, joined by our guy, Will Helmers. Shout out to the G team. Shout out to Louisiana Loaded. Well, William.
How you doing?
Where do we begin?
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
It's good to see you,
Happy
man.
to be here.
Yeah.
LSU on Friday.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was awesome.
They did.
So
Really
sick.
lost
Dangers
it.
everywhere.
Well.
Hit some home runs.
Yeah.
On Friday.
It was,
It's early, but it's troublesome, as we all know. Like the losses before, when you lost to McNeese, okay, and you lose one to Northeastern. It's like, look, we can go back in 23 and 25 national championship years. We can show you got losses like that. Last year got run ruled by Northwestern State. So, okay, no panic.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel a little panicky. You go on the road, tough environment. ULL, you lose that game. That game's been lost before for national championship teams.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that one.
Right. This
As
one,
much.
yeah, these last two.
Last two are a little troublesome.
Yeah.
I think the last time, I was hearing a stat last night, last time LSU's lost 5 games to non-conference teams, less than a Power 4 was Coach Maneri's first year here at LSU, which is...
We were still in school, that tells you something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for you guys. But, you know, that's... Yeah.
How'd they do that year?
It wasn't LSU baseball wasn't exactly LSU baseball when we were in school ever from 04 to 07. So
true.
Yeah, smoke days and then Paul. So.
Yeah, not the same.
Yeah, not good.
But just, you know, coming off of that's like some real issues.
Yeah.
You know, I guess, and you like to think like I know better than anybody the guy leading the ship is going to turn it around.
Right.
It's just a matter of, you know, if the team can buy into that.
Right.
And for, you know, on the outside looking in, it kind of doesn't look like they're playing. They're obviously not playing to the best of their ability to all of their talents, but as a team.
Right.
You know, they're kind of, a lot of guys are taking individual at-bats here. You're seeing these 7-pitch innings from other teams.
Right.
Where it's like, man, this guy's just going up there hacking. They're trying to get, you know, something going, and that's just not the way that Jay's offense works. You know, they're supposed to draw walks. They're supposed to get the starter out of the game quick by drawing the pitch count up. They're supposed to, you know, do all these things, and they're not doing them.
Yeah.
And so they got to get on board with it, and it just comes down to, you know, getting back to work for them.
Yeah.
Usually when, you know, baseball's a streaky game. Like, you're going to go in slumps. You're going to get hot. Like, I get it, and as a team, you're going to do that as well. But what's concerning is it just seems like almost everybody in the lineup is cold. And nobody seems to – and we talked about this when we talked about the show earlier, talked about the weekend earlier in the show. It does – like, I'm watching the game, and I'm waiting for somebody to impact the game, not just from, like, on the scoreboard, but, like, impact the game from, like, a leadership standpoint. Yeah. Like, who's that guy? Who's the dog on your team?
Right.
That's going to not put up with it anymore and just say, all right, enough's enough. Maybe I'm not going to, like, go and, like, chew somebody out. Or maybe that's not their style. But, like, enough's enough. I'm going to go to the bat. I'm going to take this game over. Or whatever it is. Maybe it's a pitcher on the pitcher mound. Like, who is that guy? Like, who can that
You're
guy
the best
be?
person to ask.
Yeah,
this
no,
too. I
for
mean,
sure.
That was your
that was
role for a long
my
time.
thing. I did that for, you know, the better part of 3 years at LSU, and they need some juice.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, if, you know, there's not a whole lot going on in the dugout from a leadership standpoint, and the coach can't be that guy.
No.
You know, like, he can chew your, you know, whatever as much as you want.
Yeah.
But if a player's, you know, not doing that, it's not going to be the same. And so they need, you know, if you're juiceless, you're useless.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was a big thing of mine, is like they need some, you know, just energy.
Yeah.
You know, it just seems like it's very lackadaisical in the dugout, and, you know, the guys run out on the field, and it's just like, all right, we're out here for another inning.
Yeah.
You know, and so they need some kind of spark. And so I don't know if, you know, a guy, you know, I know guys are leading the team. You get Jake Brown, Stephen Milam, Guidry, like those are all guys who have been there and won national championships, and a lot of these guys have. You know, they just got to. Somebody's got to sit up.
Even if somebody's leading, you have to have people that follow
exactly
and like and take that.
It's got to be a team.
And we, you know, I talked about, like, even when I saw them winning, it was like I'm seeing no. Like, usually baseball, you get on base, you see this.
Right.
You see something like I'm seeing no celebration.
Yeah.
I'm seeing no F-bombs like dropped when they strike out. Like, I'm not seeing much. Like,
It's not like
emotionally give me something.
Especially baseball, because it's so emotionally driven. From it can change in an instant, and the momentum can swing with one at bat. And so to not see that as a former player and a fan, and it sucks. It's just they and a lot of baseball is not about baseball. It's about the energy. It's about the mental stuff, and that's why it's so difficult. But they just got to get back on track as far as taking good at bats, taking quality at bats, and having some freaking energy.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to come from the very best player on the team. We were talking a little bit earlier, Will, and it's in 2023, that was Cade Beloso.
Yeah.
Cade was that guy. Last year, I think Ethan Fry did a great job of that. It's those guys, when they were up and they needed to do something, they were going to get it done.
Right.
Not the most talented guys, but I'll be damned, every time that they needed it, they always came through. Now, Ethan Fry is really, really talented. I get that. I'm saying, but they weren't the guys who were on the cover of the magazines coming into the season, right? But they had such a strong purpose on those teams because they would. I mean, Cade Beloso moved to the leadoff in the national championship game, right? I mean, he'd do whatever he had to do.
Exactly.
If you needed done, Cade was going to do it. They need somebody like that, it feels like, to be able to step. Maybe somebody, and we're talking about this too, somebody from Louisiana, somebody that's wanted to put on that uniform their entire life, and it means so much to them that they're not going to let things go to the wayside.
Yeah, look, college sports is a lot different now.
I know.
As far when it comes to that is, and I think you're right. Having that Louisiana guy, that Cade Beloso, that Trey Morgan, that Cade Doty, those core Gavin Dugas, those guys. Obviously, there's some big names in there, but those Louisiana guys have a little pride and a little loyalty to this program, and they know what it means. And I'm not at all saying that the rest of this team doesn't.
Guys from other places.
Yeah,
certainly.
of course they know it.
And Paul Skeens.
Right.
And we could go on and on.
Yeah, you can go on and on. But just there's something a little more about, man, you lived here. I'm going to live up to what LSU baseball is.
Same thing for me for football.
Put that gold jersey on, or whatever. And so they need a little bit of that, and they just need some buy-in. It seems like.
Feel like they need a night out together. They need to go party.
Man, I cooked for them last week, drinking beer, pastelaya. I mean, it was awesome.
Whatever you did.
Maybe it's my fault.
I don't know, Will.
Maybe I need to boil crawfish or something.
All right. So how? Okay, you've been in that dugout. So take us through. So of course, Jay Johnson's certainly not going to be happy. I don't know what his coaching style. I don't know if anybody knows what his coaching style is with this situation happening. I guess we will find out a little bit. But just from a mentality of the team, so what's next? You got to reset. The next most important game is the next game, right? So you can't change what's happened in the past. You got a long season. SEC play is soon to start. How are they feeling? What do you do as a team to kind of get out of this and start playing the way you can play?
Yeah, I think it all comes from the team itself. They need to, what I would have done is had a team meeting, just the players. And I saw them do it last night individually with just pitchers and just hitters, no coaches, on the field after. So I was pleased to see that, because that just tells me they know something needs to change, and outside of the coaches. And so that's where you start, and you just get back to work. And it's hard because they have to take an off day today,
right?
And then they'll practice tomorrow probably at 1 or 2, and then go play Creighton, and then all of a sudden you're on the road again Wednesday to go to Vandy. And so it's hard to get that work in.
Yeah.
So then it becomes hey, we just got to do it.
Yeah.
We know it's there. We've seen it. Everybody else has seen it. The talent's there. You can be a team together. You've seen flashes of that in games. And so it's just a matter of, being competitive and making the choice to go and do that. And it's, that's easier said than done a lot of the times, because it's baseball and it's about to get harder, a lot harder for them, because they're about to face a lot better pitching. And, who knows, maybe they perform better against,
that could be very true.
93 to 97 with a nasty slider.
I see that in youth baseball. It's when the guy's throwing slow, no
great chance.
Yeah.
Everybody just keep throwing slow, But, I've seen a lot of LSU baseball. Look, we started 3-9 in the SEC my freshman year with Coach Maneri, and then all of a sudden we win, regional in Oregon.
Yeah.
So there's a long season left, and there's a lot for them to still figure out, as they get into SEC play and as they, continue to, to learn about the team and learn how to, freaking be a team.
That's right. All right, we'll take a break and then maybe get a little small preview of Vanderbilt from Will when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Or go to RussellPools.com, the website for, you guessed it, Russell Pool Company. You can go check out all the quality work that they've done here in the South Louisiana region. Now, if you're looking for a custom pool, obviously they can give you whatever you're looking for. But I always encourage you, even if you have that pool ready to go, take a look at the gallery. There might be something that you pick from somebody else's pool that you want to add to your custom pool, because they've done it all over at Russell Pool Company from the start, everywhere in between till the end, and then after your pool is done, they are always going to be there for you. That's RussellPools.com.
RussellPools.com, your name when you think of the highest quality custom pools in all of Louisiana. They've been doing it a long time. Chris Anderson and the gang over there. They got a fantastic team, easy to work with, the best to work with. So if you have something in mind, if you have a design in mind that you want to, hey, this is what I want it to look like. This is how I want it to function. This is, I wanted this diving. I want whatever. They can build it. They can draw it. But if you don't, you just want to go there and start the process. They got 2 landscape architects on staff right there. They can help you the entire way. That is RussellPools.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home, with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Parrish Construction and Roofing, trusted by champions, built for Louisiana.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishGroup.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Got about a minute and a half left here in this segment. We got our guy Will Helmers here with us. Will, the good thing is misery loves company, and the rest of the SEC didn't fare well for the most part. Some did, Mississippi State, Texas, but a lot didn't. Vanderbilt lost the game to North Dakota State. They lost 4 in a row at one point already this year. Now, some pretty good teams, but they lost 4 in a row. So you have an opportunity Man, this is like if you don't show life in an SEC series to open up the year, that's real troublesome.
Yeah, exactly. You know, hopefully, I've seen it before. They might come out as a different team.
Yeah.
You know, it might just be an environment thing, and who knows? Maybe they hit a little better pitching. 37, 93 to 97 with a nasty slider. Maybe that's just easy for them.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But
those are fun.
Those are fun. It's cool.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
Yeah,
I'll just keep doing that. And I just hope we don't face Creighton in the Omaha. That would be a problem.
Yeah, right.
But the rest of the SEC has also struggled, so it's a good thing on that front. A lot of people losing a non-conference team, so the RPI kind of gets messy all throughout the SEC. And when you look into the end of the season of what's that top 16 team going to look like, we'll see what happens.
All right, Will Helmers, Louisiana Loaded. Check out the podcast where I got Jordy Collada. Check out the G Team. We'll be back. Hour number 3, OTB.
Off the bench.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Everything you need for a stunning garden is at the Plant Barn in Baton Rouge. From trees and shrubs to plants and pottery, the Plant Barn has it all at great prices. Visit us today on Valley Street, right off Perkins Road in South Downs.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
Welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB, live from the Raising Cane studio. Jake Flynn, Alondra, Tay, Wolfpack, all here with you. Like a little soft. All right, Shakira. I know. See, she changed my stance on how we howl. Like, used to, I was trying to do the loud, like, obnoxious one, but Shakira says it's right. It's right. Anyways, we're brought to you on Mondays by Bayou Automotive. Easy is the word I would use for them. Because when you purchase with them, well, everything is easy. You can do it online. They're going to bring the vehicle to you. If you buy from them and you need maintenance, they're going to pick up your vehicle for you, give you something to drive in the meantime. And there's so much to choose from. You go to their website, bayouautomotive.com, and it's right there. I mean, you can select the body style. You can customize your vehicle. A lot of different options because we're talking Chrysler, Dodge, Ford, Jeep, and Ram. So many different options for you. And remember, yeah, they're in Laplace. If you want to go see them, that's great. Like, they would love to come, say hello to you and have you there in person, but you don't have to. 80% of their business is within, this area that we're talking about, the Baton Rouge area, right? We're talking about everywhere in between, right? They will bring that car to you. It's one of the great services they have. BayouAutomotive.com. All right, Brian Kelly, old LSU head coach. He was on with my guys Dusty and Danny in the morning over on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84. And he sat down for, I think it was like an hour or two. So I think it's kind of like that deal like Jimbo Fisher had with me and EJ, where it's like he's on the show but not as a guest. Like, he's a part of the show. And so he said a lot, had a lot of things to say. He talked about his time at LSU, talked about LSU's roster and the $40 million, and it could be over. It's like, okay, well, resources weren't the reason y'all lost, so let's chill out with that. But I also mentioned that he's going to be visiting teams this spring during spring practice.
Sure, they look forward to that.
He's going to stay involved around the game because he does want to return to coaching, which, as we all know, that would help LSU because the buyout number would change a little bit. So, yeah, Brian Kelly had a lot to say. Seems like he's going to be coaching. I don't know where he's going to go this spring. I don't know. I know his friend Polian is now the head coach of John Carroll, where our guy, Mr. Montgomery, came from, the receiver, this year. So I'm sure he's going to go there. But I don't know where he's going to go, but says he's going to go kind of tour some spring practices. I don't really know for what purpose, but he does want to get involved back in the game sooner rather than later.
Good for him. I mean, I would assume that he would. He's been coaching football for a very long time. It's hard to just cut that off, especially when you don't want to finish when you're by getting fired. So I'm assuming that he certainly wants to jump back in. So, I mean, my only gripe with Brian Kelly is what happened on the football field for the LSU Tigers. I got nothing else to gripe about him. I think he does well when he speaks. I think everything he says, I've always just thought, like, all right, what he says makes sense. He forms his statements, his conversations, his quotes. He forms those very well, and everything kind of makes sense. And I know he was good to LSU media folks as well. So it's like, I don't wish him anything bad. I mean, we can joke about it, and I can make jokes like, yeah, I'm sure there's teams that are really looking forward to him coming in this spring, whatever. Like, but I don't really care. Like, go be a coach. Doesn't
yeah, the only part that we care about is the buyout situation would be just for that number. Like, if you're talking about dollars and cents of it. His quote on Dusty and Danny in the morning was,
not his fault.
I've got 4, well.
He didn't draw up the contract. Just signed it.
Just didn't do the things that they wanted you to do in the contract, but I hear what you're saying. He said, look, I've got 4 former assistant coaches that are head football coaches in the National Football League. I've got 4 Power 4 assistant coaches that we're close to. I want to get around and see their program, see how they're doing, get a sense of where I can grow and I can be better. And so that's really my focus right now. And then in the right situation, if it does come up and I'm ready, I'm certainly going to entertain that, which again, LSU would welcome that. The school is on the hook to pay Kelly more than $800,000 every month through 2031. Every month, $800,000. And Hunt did a great job putting a story up on LouisianaSports.net. You can check that out there. Will Brian Kelly coach college football as a head coach in the next 2 seasons? So this season, no. So it really gives you the next season. Jimbo never got an offer. Let's remember that. So Jimbo Fisher, somebody that we're both very close with, resume was different because he won a national championship. Jimbo gets bought out from Texas A&M, and he's attached to that buyout.
Did he not get an offer from like smaller schools?
No, right. From what I understand, that has not been there. I know there's been some interest from schools.
Yeah.
But this last cycle, where a lot of coaches were getting another opportunity, his resume is much better than James Franklin. Make no mistake about it. He did not get a call.
I just wonder if like
you get attached to those buyouts.
I wonder if Jimbo, when he was immediately done, like put the word out, like if you're not a contender, I don't want to hear from you. And then time goes by, everybody becomes more unattractive as the years go by,
right?
Without being involved. And it's kind of like a player. You can't like stop playing, then just decide you're going to come back 3 or 4 years later,
right?
Game kind of passes you by. I'm not saying that is the case with him, but I just wonder, like, Jimbo doesn't seem like a guy that he was going to go take the New Mexico State job.
This guy's not either. To that point, he's not going.
He's not getting a top job. No,
he's not going to Fresno State.
No.
So there's a likelihood, if he's not willing to do that, then he's not getting a job. Now, his roots are different than Jimbo's because Jimbo was the offensive coordinator at some high-profile places, and then he goes to Florida State with the understanding he's going to be the next head coach whenever Coach Bowden retired, and he was. His first coaching job was Florida State, like his first head coaching job. Then he gets Texas A&M. Like for Brian Kelly, he's been at Central Michigan. He's been at Cincinnati. He's been at much smaller schools than that. And, of course, then he goes to Notre Dame and LSU. So maybe because he's like, look, I've been there before. I've done that. Actually was having fun coaching. So maybe he would, but I don't think he's going to go back to the MAC. I don't think a MAC school could afford what he would be asking for.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's just. I'm sure he's got a lot of allies out there that are head coaches, and I mean, he's been coaching a long time, so he's got a lot of his inner circle is probably pretty big and full of coaches. So it's kind of like Coach O going to different camps and different practices and stuff. I'm sure he'll have as much access as he wants to a lot of programs that stay around the game and get ready for it. So I would assume he would coach again. Now in the next 2 years, I don't know how big the program's going to be. The more years you're out, I'm sure Jimbo now would take a job that he wouldn't have 3 years ago or 2 years ago, whenever he was done, right? Every year that goes by, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's what they say. Alondra,
did I get that saying right?
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
That's why I moved on.
It's normally,
I'm not going to
distance, but
you're not going to get an attaboy for saying it right.
You don't applaud a fish for swimming.
No.
Well, if a fish never swims correctly before, then he does. You give him a little clap. Credit to myself on that one, guys.
You were saying though he's not going to take like
credit myself.
I always thought that like he got so much money and he's so like Brian Kelly just seems like somebody that doesn't really. He never gave football coach to me. I don't know what it is about him. I know he's been a head coach for the longest time, winning as coach in Notre Dame or whatever.
Yep.
But he just never felt like a coach to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I always thought that he was going to take his money and sail off into the sunset. But I don't know.
Yep.
If he wants to coach, like you were talking about, he's not going to take a MAC job. Could he take something like, a bottom tier Big Ten school, like a Purdue or something like that? Like if they came calling, and I get like the buyout, but also on the flip side of it, like if you do it right, you could get him for cheap because LSU's still going to have to pay the rest of it. So, like, it really depends on that. But, I mean, yeah, like a Purdue, like, you know, if Illinois ever made a change, Illinois has been good.
Burt's good, Bo.
Burt's been great, but
Oh, Brett Bielema knows how to win there.
If he leaves or something like that, like a school like that, yeah, why not?
Purdue, or if you're in the
Someone who doesn't care about winning much.
Yeah.
But even a Michigan State who's fallen off. So, like, if Michigan State's like, hey, BK,
Syracuse,
you know, right, we're
out of
going
the
through all
ACC,
these
Maryland.
hires.
I thought of Wisconsin.
Right. After Fickle.
Wisconsin.
Fickle hadn't worked out, and they're like, hey, Brian, can you bring us back to respectability?
Yeah.
Be kind of that bridge guy. You're at the end of
You
your
better
career.
run power at Wisconsin, though.
Yeah.
They don't play that ish, Bo.
Do Brian Kelly and respectability go?
You better run power at Wisconsin.
Like, if you could get
they
us
tried to go
to-
dairy raid,
Yeah,
and
it
that
just didn't-
backfired on them.
It just didn't work out. I mean, their whole persona, that's like Iowa trying to run a hurry-up offense. Like, it's just not going to happen. But, yeah, I mean, like a Wisconsin, like, hey, Brian, can you get us to 8-4? You know, you retire, build us back, help us, you know, get out of the cellar because they've been awful. You know, something like that.
I like the Wisconsin move.
I might.
Look, like, he's gone, guys. Like, we don't have to hate on him anymore.
But I can't if I want to.
I mean, no, I'm not. It's not.
I mean, he's so easy to hate.
It's not hating for sure. And look, he was good to me. I want to get that out there. Like when at the Senior Bowl, he would always make time for us. That's not this conversation, but I'm using Jimbo as an example. One, because I talk with Jimbo often, and it's very similar in the fact that they have these big buyouts that they're attached to. Their names attached to these buyouts.
Yeah.
And if you ask, they'll say that's a large reason why I haven't gotten another opportunity.
But
You get
why?
this stigma
What?
because it's just,
But it's not like your next contract has to have a buyout to it.
You have this stigma. Every time Jimbo's name is brought up now, it's no longer national championship winning head coach. It's what, $70 whatever million buyout coach
He had a
Jimbo
record
Fisher.
buyout. They had moved on from it.
I guess what you got to kind of.
I'm not agreeing with it, but
you
that's
got to
the
unpack
case.
like. To me, you got to unpack like why is there a stigma to that? It's because there's so much money involved that they might not like care as much as a younger coach that's like grinding to make his first big pay trade. Like I don't know why is there a stigma involved?
It just is because you got paid a lot of money and you failed.
I would put the stigma more on the agents than the coach.
I'm with you, but again,
Not their fault, right?
That's going to be attached to those guys, just like we're talking about with Tua Tagovailoa, right?
Yeah.
The dead cap hit that he's going to cause the Miami Dolphins, right? He didn't do his contract. His
That's
agent
how
did.
bad they wanted him gone.
But but that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Like when we talk Tua, that's going to be what we talk about. No matter if he has a great year or
it
not.
wasn't Brian Kelly in the room negotiating with the LSU officials.
I'm with you.
It was his agent, right? And his agent brings him something. He's like, hey, they're going to pay you all this money to go coach them. And he's like, all right, cool. Let me just sign that thing and then get all that money. It's not like.
Wow, I didn't know you were a Brian Kelly apologist.
I'm not, but I just want to be fair. I want to be fair to everybody.
In fairness, if I get a 10-year deal with a larger buyout, I'm signing that thing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
not being
assume he
apologist.
never thought that it would come to that either, though.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no chance that he thought it would be a 3.5 year deal.
Right, because yeah, he underachieved here, but before he got here, like he was successful at every stop along the way. He probably thought, hey, with the resources here at LSU, I'm going to win, and that's what everybody says was the work ethic there. Did you think you were just going to walk into a national championship, and maybe that was it?
Yeah, no, the things that you have to do, certainly on one side of the football, were not done.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't.
Guys.
Wasn't the entire thing. But
I'm glad that he's not our head coach anymore. Okay, got it. We just don't have to hate on his future. Like let's call it what it is.
I'm not
the biggest
His
day.
future. I'm just telling you, I know somebody personally that unfortunately is a hell of a football coach that's not getting the opportunity because right, wrong, or indifferent, whoever put the deal together, that's fine, is not getting an opportunity because he is attached to the largest buyout.
I'm wondering. Yeah. He has a better resume than BK.
He does.
And I know James Franklin's younger than both of them. I think Fisher and Kelly got better resumes than Kelly's at least played for a national title. What the hell has James Franklin ever done?
Right. I'm with you.
Do y'all actually think it's the buyout that gives the stigma? Like Jimbo's stigma when he got done, he couldn't adapt to new football. Like he was still running some of the same philosophies he did when we were in school. Like that was the knock on him. Brian Kelly's
he tried. He brought in Bobby Petrino. He brought in all these people.
Yeah, but do you think I'm just wondering what the actual stigma is that gets put on it, or is it the reason why they get fired? Like, you get fired with all that buyout money, you're doing something wrong.
Jimbo at A&M was 45-25.
Again, to
But
the second
I bring
day
that up. I bring that up just because it's not like they fell off a cliff. Now, they had expectations. They didn't meet those, but that's not a record bad enough to not be in the game anymore.
Right.
You know? But I'm telling you, it's that the buyout, and people are like, we're not touching that. You ain't doing that.
No. Well, let's go back to what we learned during the week of the Combine. The second day of training camp for LSU football is the only reason Brian Kelly is not your current head coach. When Garrett Nussmeier got hurt, second day of training camp, if Garrett Nussmeier plays this last year fully healthy, Brian Kelly is still the coach for LSU. And that, it's hard to say that that's a fact, but I'm 99.9% confident that that's the case. So quarterback gets hurt, he gets fired, and we're in a better spot going forward. But just because, to everybody else's point, because of that contract, he would still be the coach if your quarterback didn't get hurt second day of training camp because of a contract.
Yeah, even with the bad scheme, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Even with the scheme that was not great, had a ton of questions that didn't have answers.
Mm-hmm.
You probably, I don't want to say luck, but you probably find your way to 2 more victories.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you were close to getting 2 more victories with the hurt quarterback, with the terrible scheme. So, like, do you find your way to 3 more victories? I don't know.
So bad.
I mean, I would. You would find your way to at least 2 more. Like, Garrett's a really good quarterback. He's about to be the 3rd or 4th quarterback taken in the draft. With playing like that, because he was so good before that, that's what they think of him at the pro level. You can't throw with abs, you got a problem. So like, even with the bad scheme, and maybe the injury is why there was a lot of bad scheme. You got to,
well, like, I don't know about that.
Not 100%, but at least some percentage.
Because your ab hurting doesn't make you not run power.
Okay, well, yeah, that part.
Running screens that have no blockers isn't because your ab hurts. But I hear you. There's things that he couldn't do that he could the year before. I do get that.
Good point on the power. You're right. Brian Kelly's the worst.
It's not what I'm asking you to say. I don't
You're
know why
going
you're being
hard
weird
for
about
Brian
it.
Kelly right now.
I told you.
No, you are.
I told you he was good.
Just saying,
He was very good to me, and I appreciate the time he always gave me. So I don't know why. I'm not attacking the man like you're defending. I'll tell you
You're
this.
getting very defensive
I'll tell you
over
this.
Brian
Let me
Kelly.
tell you real quick, okay? So at the Combine, you know me, so I have my laptop up. I'm watching film of all the guys that are about to come on or whatever. And we're watching A.J. Halsey tape, me and my co-host. And another guy that's on the NFL radio channel that played for a long time. So I'm like, hey, y'all come watch this play of A.J. Halsey. So we play it. So, like, you know, we're getting a conversation, like 7-8 plays have kind of gone by or whatever. And so, like, we all kind of stopped talking, and then we, like, kind of turn our attention back to the tape. This is Vanderbilt game. And the guy that played a long time in the NFL, he goes, run that back. I was like, what? He goes, what in the hell were they trying to get done here?
Yeah, that's not good.
And it was one of the many, many screens. He goes, that's a real play? I said, oh, buddy.
It's a real football play. They drew it up and everything.
I said, I got
Practiced
17
it.
more waiting for you in
There
the cut-ups.
There wasn't a missed assignment either.
No.
Just a bad
He
assignment.
said that was his quote. He said, that's a real ball play?
That's a real ball play. We got a lot of them, too.
Yeah, my guy. It's a real
Now,
ball
look,
play.
I mean, if y'all want to say I'm, like, going hard in the paint for Brian Kelly because I said if Nussmeier's not hurt, he's still the coach, just what it is. That doesn't make it right. Just what it would have been.
This dude's got stock in Brian Kelly.
This guy. You have a card? You have a card. You have a trading card.
A Brian Kelly
That's what it
trading card.
is.
If they had coaches trading cards,
They do.
What are y'all
they
talking
do.
about?
The turnover on those things have got to be like.
I got a Mike Vrabel. Silver.
Y'all are wild. Just because
Prism.
I say common sense things about Lane earlier means I hate him. Just because I say common sense things about Brian means I love him. What is happening right now?
Why nobody's attacking you? Why are you being so defensive? I'm talking about the scheme.
Y'all literally just attacked me about my love.
Y'all.
I mean, if you want to love Brian Kelly, that's on you. But, like, I'm just saying
I
you're
know.
going kind of
Are
hard.
you about to get a sensitivity from me?
I crushed Brian Kelly, by the way, on the show. Play the tape.
I do got to. Okay, no, that's not fair.
I beat him at golf, too, when I played him.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this draft.
Whip that ass.
All right. I did not have that segment going 19 minutes. I did not have it going it that way. But
19 minutes on Brian Kelly is insane.
Good dialogue. Good dialogue.
Wild behavior.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
Oh, good my high stuff. All right, go to trashrangers.com if you're looking for residential commercial pickup. If you're looking for a roll-off dumpster, they got 3 different sizes to choose from. If you've got an event going on, or St. Patrick's Day Parade is coming up. So if you want a portable restroom right there in your front yard, so people, don't go in your home, but you want to host, but you want to have, access to a restroom, they can deliver that as well. So many great services with all the great same customer service over at trashrangers.com.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a record parade size this week, so it's not too late. Give them a call. Get that portable restroom sent right to your parade party, whatever it is. If you got a construction site, you have a project happening, make sure you're calling the Trash Ranger Sanitation Department. But trash removal service, commercial, residential, roll-off dumpster, it doesn't matter. They are the experts. Give them a call. Tell them what you got going on. They can size the dumpster perfectly for you. That's trashrangers.com.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit Louisiana Propane.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in OTB. And if you're in Louisiana and you want the best care possible, you already know the name. It's Ochsner Health. From primary care to specialists, Ochsner has locations all across the great state of Louisiana that make it incredibly easy to get the care you and your family need. And what we love about them is they're not just focused on just treating certain injuries. They're helping people stay healthy and perform at their very best across the board. That's why I always tell you, when we were searching for a partner over at Elite Training Academy, it was always going to be Ochsner. We work with athletes right here in Louisiana to give Louisiana the very best. So if you need to schedule an appointment, find a specialist, or just learn more, you can visit them at ochsner.org. That's ochsner.org. Healthcare built in Louisiana for Louisiana. What are we laughing at here?
Because Matt's in the comments like, bring BK back.
Oh.
And this guy said the amount of BK love on this show disgusts me.
It ain't this show. It's one side of this show.
Matt's the only BK truther around here.
Truther.
I mean, he said himself, bring BK back.
Burger King.
You don't even like Burger King. You can't use that excuse.
You can't. Don't jump on the bandwagon now,
yeah.
Matthew.
Just because you're not on the lane train with the rest of us, don't be weird.
I am on the lane train.
Nope. You said it, dude. What you said during the break?
What?
That you were Team BK.
You did.
He was like, we made a huge mistake
Oh,
hiring Lane Kiffin.
He did. He said, guys, y'all know what
Brian
BK
Kelly.
should coach in 2026? LSU.
I just said last segment that
No.
Nussmeier nearly ruining his entire football career was probably the best thing to happen to LSU football.
I didn't hear you say that.
Now he's taking shots at Nussmeier. Look at him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not going to stop driving that bus. Everybody gone, good, great, grand.
Man, just imagine if you didn't have a unicorn at quarterback for those 2 years. Anyways. Ooh. Just imagine.
That's how good Jaden Daniels was, by the way.
I know, because so many people, we were talking about it halfway through the year when we couldn't run the ball. Everybody's like, oh, you were able to run the No. Jaden Daniels taking off and scrambling doesn't kid. That's not a running game.
Yeah.
Traditional running game, Kelly never did it.
And the running backs were not set up for success.
4 years.
Golly, have some diversity in your run game. My God. It's pathetic. I hated watching it.
That's
Inside
when you
zone.
should have
Inside
DEI in
zone.
your football
Inside zone.
program.
Golly.
Hey, we got it helped the
go to practice.
Our film review. People like to see what's happening when
The
things
poop
are going
emojis?
bad. The poop emojis. I'm just doing the film breakdowns. That was fun. Maybe we'll break down some baseball film.
Ooh, we should.
We're going to run inside zone again. They're never going to believe it. With a quarterback that can't pull it. Awesome. It's great. That backside guy's really going to hold tight over there. Or he's just going to immediately engage and hit the running back in his face. That's fun. Love turning my shoulders to the sidelines and running inside zone at a gun as our only run. That sets you up to be explosive. Anyways, enough about that guy. Kind of lost my train of thought, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Matt
Were you going to talk about one of the LSU teams?
I was
This
not
really
going
threw
to.
me off how much you like
I know.
Brian Kelly.
I know. Actually, what I was going to talk about was how excited I am for spring practice, because I don't know this to be factual. I just believe it, knowing the personalities in that building. I think there's going to be some good spirited competition between the offense and defense.
Good, clean fun, huh?
I really do. Like, I'm looking forward to it. When we were at our very best at LSU, it was when Jimbo Fisher and Bo Pelini wanted to try to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after practice, they were cool, whatever. During practice, murder on their mind.
Mm-hmm. Straight murder.
It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you were going to get the very best. When we went 2 minute, or we went, like, blitz pickup that day, like a blitz period, it was real. Like, there was nothing like practice simulated situation. No. It was a game. You might not have got tackled to the ground. Well, sometimes you would, because Laurent couldn't help himself. But that was when we were at our best. Because when we did that, when we did 2 minute like we did, and you know how it was with Jimbo, he's going to give you the worst case scenario. Hey, you're backed up on your own 7-yard line. You've got 35 seconds, 1 timeout, and you got to go score a touchdown. Oh, cool. Against this defense.
Sweet.
Because he wanted to make it as tough as possible. Those were wars out there. Like, you wanted to fight your best friend. Like you and your roommate were going to fight. You'd be cool after practice, but you wanted to hurt them. I haven't seen that in a minute. Now, you would get some of that with Coach O, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Blake Baker and that defensive staff have that in them. Now you've got an offensive staff that I think is going to match that.
Yep.
I want to get back to the offense and defensive coordinator during practice having to kind of be held back a little bit. Because when you treat those drills like they're the most important thing, because guess what? When do you win games? In the 2 minute before the half and 2 minute at the end of the game. And you put a point of emphasis on we're doing it this tempo, this speed, because it means everything. This means everything to our success, and that's what it was. You know, I mean, you were part of those. You had to go in and play quarterback during those. When you get to the game, you don't have to tell them. They already know what that means. I want to see that. I think you're going to have that, and I can't wait to get out to spring practice to see that dynamic.
And that was what a lot of the reports were from training camp this past year, was that there was no fights the entire training camp.
Which is ludicrous.
And then, of course, we get to bowl practice, and I think there was a fight like the first day. So it's not me saying, yeah, fights are cool, like just go fight everybody. That's not the thing. It's more of like a microcosm of like your team mentality, your attitude, your competitiveness. Like you want alphas out there. You want alphas to feel like they can act like that as well. Fight. And like, and it's a heat of like, you're tired. You're in the dog days of training camp. You don't like one another during camp. You don't like where you're at. Like you're not feeling good, but you're still trying to win. And your coach is pushing you as hard as you can to win and win the job, win the rep, win the period. Like they're forcing you to do that. And then that's why tempers start to flare. Intensity goes up. Like when your coaches aren't like, and it starts from the top down. Like you said, Blake Baker and that crew, they got that dog in them. Like that, it's going to happen. It's a side effect that happens when you're practicing the right way and you're giving them the mentality. Like, again, we're not saying just go fight somebody at work.
But hey, it's got to happen.
But in football, in training camps, and in practice, it happens. And when it doesn't happen, it's a concern.
I've told this
like
story.
No one gets hurt in these fights. They just punch each other's face masks. Yeah. But it's just like it shows you a little juice. And then no one wants to get a fight because like you get really tired after a fight. Yeah. So that's what it like. So you get so mad and competitive that you it's okay. You find it worth it to risk all of that stuff to do that. And like it just happens, guys. I'm sorry if you're sensitive to that. Don't play football. Like it happens.
I've told this story a bunch on air before, but the example I always give is I had some really good friends on defense in Denver. Like my best friends were probably defensive guys on that team. But we drafted a running back, Moneyball, in the second round, and they were going to pick on him, and they kept picking on him. And I was like, guys, if y'all do it again, y'all know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. It was my guys. My guy Wesley Woodyard hit him late out of bounds. I was like, all right, well, we got to fight.
Well,
we got to. Like, I like you. You're my friend. But I told you, stop hitting our rookie running back. You're being a turd. We're going to fight. And we did. And here it comes. Like 10 of us. We're brawling. After that, it's like, all right, you understand now. If you hit him, me and Jacob Tammy, the tight ends, like we got to come protect our guy. Right? And we had a couple of brawls because of it. But we understood the assignment. Like that had to happen. Because we got to protect our young running back.
Yep.
You're not going to keep hitting him late. Like if you don't have one of those,
it's not like
I don't know, man.
It's not a back in our day thing. Like you talk to anybody from any chamber, you talk to, I guarantee Indiana fought this past year.
No doubt.
No doubt those dudes are fighting.
Oh, I can guarantee you, like interviewing Aiden Fisher and those guys, they fought. Pat Coogan. You got to have a little bit of that. I'm looking forward to getting back to that because I think you have the right mixture of coaches that are going to elevate every single drill. And guess what? I bet they bring back 9-on-7. They didn't have inside period last year. Football coaches, I hope I didn't just make you wreck your car. They didn't have 9-on-7 last year. Let that sink in as we go to break. Think about what I just said.
Explain to people who aren't football coaches or have played what 9-on-7 is.
It's inside run drill. It's where it's the most physical point in your practice.
It's got everybody on the team except receivers, basically.
Yeah, the defense has 9, you have 7.
Tight ends, running backs, fullbacks if you got them, and quarterbacks. And it's the worst drill of practice.
It's intense.
It's very intense.
Like for me, like if I had a bad day but I had a good inside run period, I'm good.
And it's a defensive straightforward drill. Like the defense should win most of the reps. It's really hard on the offense because they know there's no chance of a pass. There's no chance of a play action. They come downhill and they get off the ball, and the coaches tell the quarterbacks only go on one. There's one snap count. You can't go on a quick count. You can't go on a hard count. It's on one.
Right.
So they know the snap count, and it makes it really hard on the offensive linemen. And what do good coaches do? They make practices hard so that games can then be easy.
All right. Hopefully you're still safe on the road, football coaches. We will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
Still can't believe that. All right. So over the last couple of days, we've told you about an incredible deal that Pelican Roof has going on. Okay. So every kind of year they do something a little bit different, and at Pelican Roof right now they've kicked off the 3rd annual Run with Rufus fundraiser, and so they pick somebody different every single year to raise awareness and money for someone in our community who needs it. And we've been telling you, 11-year-old Joel Moscovis, who was tragically shot in the spine, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down, dependent on a ventilator. Right now he's currently undergoing stem cell treatments, and so the family's working really hard to raise money, continue those treatments this year. So the goal is $40,000. Every single donation helps Joel and his family keep fighting. So every single cent of it goes to him and his family. If you want to help and you want to raise awareness, you can go to the website runwithrufus.com. Again, that is runwithrufus.com, pelicanroofing.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back into OTB. Always want to remind you about our friends over at Pala. PalaGroup.com is the website. Pala been in the area since the 1970s. Big-time player here in the Gulf Coast. 100% employee-owned. And Matthew, speaking of employees, I think Pala might be interested in adding to their team.
Yeah, Pala's rolling, dude, right now. They got capital projects, major capital projects all across the Gulf Coast, across the Midwest. And look, Pala hiring skilled professionals because of the growth. Got to keep up. You got to have good people there. So if you're an experienced operator, welder, pipe fitter, iron worker, project manager, estimator, planners, QC professionals, whatever it is, go to their website. Go give them a call. Reach out to them and see what they got going on. Maybe you could fit in right there. And like we said, employee-owned, relationship-driven. So if you're looking to work in that industrial world, Pala is the best. And Pala is growing like crazy right now. So be a part of the team. Go to PalaGroup.com, P-A-L-A Group.com, Pala Industrial Contractors.
All right, we are certainly getting news throughout the NFL cycle.
It's a big day. This is the tampering period starts today. Then the new league year opens tomorrow. Correct?
Wednesday. So there's a 2-day kind of legal tampering, which
sure, just open it up.
To say,
just open it.
Period here, and so we'll start to see some deals like the Dolphins released Tua. We talked about that. Minka Fitzpatrick gets traded from the Dolphins to the Jets. Rashawn Gary gets traded from the Packers to the Cowboys. Trent McDuffie signed his massive deal. Just a couple of things. The Bengals aren't going to tender their backup, Jake Browning, who came in and had a flash for the Bengals when Joe Burrow went down the first time. The second time, not as much. That's why they went and got Joe Flacco. We mentioned Ed Ingram a little bit earlier. So, yeah, things are starting to move. Max Crosby got traded from the Raiders to the Ravens.
A blockbuster deal. Ravens gave him 2 first-round picks to the Raiders for Max Crosby. A hell of a haul. So now they got the
first. That, didn't have – I mean, he didn't play in the back end of the season, shut down a couple games, but love him as a player, but didn't have his best season. It's still – It's 2 first-round picks in return.
He does. He's still under 30, and hell of an athlete. But a guy that had reportedly requested a trade. Apparently, the Raiders come to him towards the end of the season with multiple games left, told him he's going on IR, and he says, "I'm not hurt."
Yep.
They're like, "No, you're just going on IR." So he didn't take a liking to that very much because he doesn't believe in that they should be tanking, which is basically what they were doing. They're putting you're healthy, one of your best players on the team, if not the best player on your team, putting him on IR for no reason. That's a tank.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that. So requested a trade, and they get 2 first-rounders. I think now they have, the number 1 pick. Now they got, I think the Ravens have the 14th pick or something like that in the draft. So
it's a big haul. So, I mean, Max is a great player, and I know back in 2023 he had 14.5 sacks, but he only played in 12 games in 24, 7.5. He played in 15 games last year, only 10. So,
and I think the Cowboys.
Cam Jordan had 10
I think the Cowboys reportedly matched that offer as well for him. They just chose the Ravens offer because I think the better draft positions and things like that. So,
the Cowboys were in a market for a pass rusher.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, by the way, take that, Matt. I know you were all high and mighty that Micah Parsons is a Packer. Cowboys just stole Rashawn Gary. Take that.
Whoa, big one.
Seems like an even swap to me.
It's a good swap.
He's a good player.
In fairness, Micah did get hurt, so he wasn't a good player when he wasn't playing. But good for old Jerry Bear over there trying to make a move. Didn't get it done. He tried, though.
It's a great move for the Raiders.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. It's incredible.
Because Max had, been unhappy. His production was a little bit declining, and you're able to get that kind of haul. And so you're going to be picking in the middle of the first round on top of your number 1 overall pick. You're going to get, hopefully, younger.
Man, we were talking about last week, what we would give up for just 1 first-round draft pick. It's a lot to give up for the Ravens, especially with the Ravens, coming off a season where you were uncharacteristically bad. You fire your long-term head coach, and you're going to got a new head coach. You're going to give away 2 first-rounders? I think they got fleeced.
It does feel like a little bit.
Maybe a first and second, you could argue a little bit more, but 2 first-rounders, man, with a new head coach, a new regime coming in.
Yeah.
That's tying one hand behind their back a little bit.
So the compensation is 2026 first-round pick, which I believe is 14, and then 2027 first-round pick. And the Ravens get, Max Crosby, like we're talking about. So, the grades for ESPN.com, any trade they gave the Ravens a C and the Raiders an A+. And I would too right now.
Look, he wasn't, publicly not happy. You could have got him for less, I feel like. Do you think the Raiders are going to hold on? If you have a first and a third offer for him, they're going to hold on to a guy that's disgruntled?
You're going to move him. They got a great deal.
Good for them.
That division continues to add players and get better in the West. And now another rusher is added to the Cincinnati Bengals division, where now they have T.J. Watt, they have Max Crosby, and they have Myles Garrett. Poor Joe.
Poor Joe.
And the Bengals are letting Hendrickson walk.
Yeah, he's probably going to go to I think I saw the Colts maybe leader in the clubhouse, because the Chargers were in there. Then they signed Khalil Mack back, 1 year, $18 million for him.
Cowboys, you got 2 first-rounders if you're willing to give.
If I'm the Cowboys,
you think the Browns would take that for Myles Garrett?
Hendrickson. Just sign him.
Do you give up Myles Garrett for 2 first-rounders?
Not now. Not now that Max Crosby got 2 first-rounders. I need more.
Okay, let's just say before this situation. We
Yeah,
we were talking about it would take a lot not to, but you got to be a hell of a player. Well, obviously Myles is, but Browns certainly aren't threatening next year. I don't even know who their starting quarterback's going to be next year.
Matt sounds like a hater.
Oh, Shador hater.
I don't really understand why you're so hard on him. It's weird.
Pro Bowler. This card value is
it is. It's insane.
Explain this about the card world.
Okay.
How is Jackson Darts Market twice as expensive as Tyler Shucks?
I know. Shador Sanders is more than Tyler
where he
Shucks.
plays.
Shador is a little
New York
bit.
Market.
Yeah, but you've
that's
got
gotta
people
be here.
buying cards from all over
Every
the world.
team, yeah.
And Tyler Shucks second and Rookie of the Year in the voting. Dart was 4th or 5th. And his cards are twice the price.
Yep.
And I'm not saying Tyler Shucks are cheap by any means.
Yeah.
That's just, God. Shador the same way.
Yeah.
He's not even close to Jackson, but he is equal or a little bit above Shucks.
All right. Before we take this break, always want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. Go to Rouse's.com, find the location that is nearest you. Once you do, check out the weekly specials they've got at your local Rouse's. Now, when you walk into any of your Rouse's, you're going to be blown away with all the options that make it easy for you, right? You walk right in. You got the rotisserie chickens. You got the breakfast bar, the lunch bar, the salad bar, the pre-made meals, the pre-made sides, the sushi bar, all right there when you walk in. They've got a lot of local as well, too, so we love that about them here in the Gulf Coast. Crawfish season, they've got you covered there. They always have something for you at your local Rouse's. Go check it out. Again, find that location that is nearest you, most convenient for you, and you can do that at Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. All right, we will take a break. We're going to wrap it up with a little Ask the Bench when we come back here, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Edward Jones, member SIPC. In Central, call Lance Moulon, and in Zachary, call Daniel Gomez.
At Lewis Mechanical, no plumbing job's too big or too small, and we have the best technicians around. Lewis Mechanical specializes in both commercial and residential plumbing repairs.
Lewis Mechanical, keeping plumbing humming.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 5 brands on one lot. Shop BayouAutomotive.com. Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at First American Bank and Trust. FABT.com is the website. For over 100 years, they've been servicing this community. But look, you're going to get all the things that every big national bank can give you, but you're going to get the ultimate customer service. People that have been here making decisions here, again, for over 100 years. You can start that first account online. We're talking business loans, home loans. They can handle everything. So go with somebody that cares about this community, this part of the country, not making decisions in New York, San Francisco, wherever, right here in Baton Rouge. Go to FABT.com, FABT.com. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Pat McAfee put 2 balls in play versus Kershaw last week. Do you think you could? I don't know.
How many chances do I get?
I don't know. That's tough. But, I mean, when we went to Nashville for SEC Media Days years ago, we had a pitching machine throwing 95 and hit a Texas leaguer in the left field for a single there, but that was 95 straight. He did tell him what pitch was coming, which helps. The only person that, in fact, did not touch the ball was Chris Doering.
And there's a lot of pressure, too, on those situations. You're a professional, and we know that Kershaw likes to hang him when the pressure's high.
This must have been playoffs.
Yeah. Must have been playoffs.
Ask the Bench, what's the craziest conspiracy theory you've ever heard? Alondra, you got 30 seconds. This is your territory.
They all turn out to be true, so I don't know.
Avril Lavigne dying and being replaced.
That was a good one. Yeah.
NBA draft lottery. So the Knicks got Patrick Ewing's a good one. Like the ball, the way the ball is.
Any assassination.
Yes,
JFK.
any
It's gotta be
assassination.
JFK.
All of them.
It's got it. But JFK is like the most interesting. There's so many different theories, and like what they say happens, actually the one that's like probably the farthest from the truth.
Right, the least
You know
plausible.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see you.
USA.
We see you.
Go America.
Off the bench.